Well, I'll just start when you start, basically.
Okay, then I'll start in a couple seconds. So, I go 3, 2, 1. The entire bee movie script. According to all known laws of aviation, there's no way that a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small to get its fat little body off the ground. The bee, of course, flies anyway, because bees don't care what humans think is possible. Sequence 75, intro to Barry. Integer Benson house day angle on. Sneakers on the ground. Camera pans up to reveal Barry Benson's bedroom angle on. Barry's hand flipping through different sweaters in his closet. Barry, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black. Ooh, black and yellow. Angle on, Barry wearing the sweater he picked, looking in the mirror. Barry continued, yeah, let's shake it up a little. He picks the black and yellow one. He then goes to the sink, takes the top off a container of honey and puts some honey into his hair. He squirts some in his mouth and gargles, then he takes the lid off the bottle and rolls some on like deodorant. Cut to Integer Benson house kitchen, continues Barry's mother. Janet Benson yells up at Barry. Janet Benson, Barry, breakfast is ready. Cut to B movie. JS revisions 8:13:07 first. Integer Barry's room. Continuous Barry. Coming, sound effects, phone, ringing. Barry's antennae vibrate as they ring like a phone. Barry's hands are wet. He looks around for a towel. Barry continued, hang on a second. He wipes his hand on his sweater and pulls his antennae down to his ear mouth. Barry continued, hello. His best friend, Adam Flyman, is on the other end. Adam, Barry, Adam, can you believe this is happening? Barry, I can't believe it. I'll pick you up. Barry sticks his stinger into a sharpener. Sound effects, buzzing as his stinger is sharpened. He tests the sharpness with his finger. Sound effects, bing. Barry continued, looking sharp. Angle on, Barry hovering down the hall, sliding down the staircase banister. Barry's mother, Janet Benson, is in the kitchen. Janet Benson, Barry, why don't you use the stairs? Your father paid good money for those. B movie, JS revisions 8:13:07 second. Barry, sorry, I'm excited. Barry's father, Martin Benson, enters. He's reading a newspaper with the headline, Queen gives birth to 1,000 triplets. Resting comfortably. Martin Benson, here's the graduate. We're very proud of you, son, and a perfect report card, all B's. Janet Benson, mushing Barry's hair, very proud. Barry, Ma, I've got a thing going on here. Barry readjusts his hair, starts to leave. Janet Benson, you've got some lint in your fuss. She picks it off. Barry, ow, that's me. Martin Benson, wave to us. We'll be in row 118,000. Barry zips off. Barry, bye, Janet Benson. Barry, I told you to stop flying in the house. Cut to sequence 750 driving to the graduation next. B suburb. Morning. The garage door opens. Barry drives out in his car. B movie, JS revisions 8:13:07 third. Angle on, Barry's friend Adam Flayman, standing by the curb. He's reading a newspaper with the headline, Frisbee hits hive, internet down, B-stander. I heard a sound, and next thing I knew, whammo. Barry drives up, stops in front of Adam. Adam jumps in. Barry, hey Adam. Adam, hey Barry, pointing at Barry's hair. Is that fast, Joe? Barry, a little. It's a special day, finally graduating. Adam, I've never thought I'd make it. Barry, yeah, 3 days of grade school, 3 days of high school. Adam, those were so awkward. Barry, 3 days of college. I'm glad I took off 1 day in the middle and just hitchhiked around the hive. Adam, you did come back different. They drive by a bee who's jogging. Artie, hi Barry. Barry to bee pedestrian. Hi Artie, grown a mustache? Looks good. Barry and Adam drive from the suburbs into the city. Adam, hey, did you hear about Frankie? B movie JS revisions 8:13:07 fourth. Barry, yeah. Adam, you going to his funeral? Barry, no, I'm not going to his funeral. Everybody knows you sting someone, you die. You don't waste it on a squirrel. He was such a hothead. Adam, yeah, I guess he could have just gotten out of the way. The drive through the loop-de-loop. Barry and Adam, whoa, wee! Adam, I love this incorporating the amusement park right into our regular day. Barry, I guess that's why they say we don't need vacations. Cut to sequence 95, graduation, exterior graduation ceremony continues. Barry and Adam come to a stop. They exit the car and fly over the crowd to their seats. Barry, re-graduation ceremony. Boy, quite a bit of pomp under the circumstances. They land in their seats. Barry continued, well, Adam, today we are men. B movie JS revisions 8:13:07 fifth. Adam, we are. Barry, B men. Adam, amen. Barry, hallelujah. Barry hits Adam's forehead. Adam goes into the rapture. An announcement comes over the PA announcer. The students, faculty distinguished Bs, please welcome Dean Buswell. Angle on, Dean Buswell steps up to the podium. The podium has a sign that reads, welcome graduating class of, with train station style, flipping numbers after it. Buswell, welcome, new Hive City graduating class of. The numbers on the podium changed to 9:15. Buswell continued, 9:15. He clears his throat, and that concludes our graduation ceremonies. And begins your career at Hanex Industries. Barry, are we going to pick our job today? Adam, I heard it's just orientation. The rows of chairs change into transformer-like mechanical motion to Universal Studios type board trams. Buswell walks off the stage. Barry retrams. Whoa, heads up, here we go. B-movie, JS Revisions 81307 6th sequence. 125, factory, female voice VO. Keep your hands on antennas inside the tram at all times. In Spanish, dejen las manos y antenas adentro del tram a todos tiempos. Barry, I wonder what it's going to be like. Adam, a little scary. Barry shakes Adam. Barry and Adam, the tram passes under science reading. Honex, a division of Honesco, a part of the Hexagon Group. Trudy, welcome to Honex, a division of Honesco and a part of Hexagon Group. Barry, this is it, the Honex doors open. Revealing the factory. Barry continued, wow, Trudy, we know that. You as a bee have worked your whole life to get to the point where you can work for your whole life. Honey begins when our valiant pollen jocks bring the nectar to the hive where our top secret formula is automatically color corrected. Sand adjusted and bubble contoured into this. Trudy grabs a test tube of honey from a technician. B-movie JS Revisions 81307 7th. Trudy continued, soothing sweet syrup with its distinctive golden glow you all know as everyone on the tram in unison. Honey. Trudy flips the flask into the crowd and laughs as they all scramble for it. Angle on, a girl bee catching the honey. Adam, Soto. The girl was hot. Barry, Soto. She's my cousin. Adam, she is Barry. Yes, we're all cousins. Adam, right, you're right. Trudy, at Hanex, we also constantly strive to improve every aspect of the bee existence. These bees are stress testing a new helmet technology. Angle on, a stunt bee in a helmet getting hit with a newspaper. Then a shoe, then a fly swatter. He gets up and gives a thumbs up. The graduate bees applaud. Adam, stunt bee. What do you think he makes? Barry, not enough. Trudy, and here we have our latest advancement, the Krellman. B-movie JS Revisions 81307 8th. Barry, wow, what does that do? Trudy catches the little strand of honey that hangs after you pour it. Save us millions. Angle the Krellman machine. Bees with hand-shaped hats on rotating around a wheel that catches strips of honey. Adam's hand shoots up. Adam, can anyone work at the Krellman? Trudy, of course, most bee jobs are small ones. But bees know that every small job, if it's done well, means a lot. There are over 3,000 different bee occupations. But choose carefully because you'll stay in the job that you pick for the rest of your life. The bees cheer. Angle on, Barry's smile dropping slightly. Barry, the same job for the rest of our life? I didn't know that. Adam, what's the difference? Trudy, and you'll be happy to know that bees as a species haven't had one day off in 27 million years. Barry, so you'll just work us to death? Trudy laughing. Well, we'll sure try. Everyone laughs except Barry. B-movie JS Revisions 81307 9th. The tram drops down a log flume type steep drop. Cameras flash as all the bees throw up their hands. The frame freezes into a snapshot. Barry looks concerned. The tram continues through two doors. Form dissolved to sequence 175, walking the hive, interior, or integer, Hanex, lobby, angle on. That's probably interior. The log flume photo as Barry looks at it. Adam, wow, that blew my mind. Barry, annoyed. What's the difference? Adam, how could you say that? One job forever? That's an insane choice to have to make. Adam, well, I'm relieved. Now we only have to make one decision in life. Barry. But Adam, how could they never have told us that? Adam, Barry, why would you question anything? We're bees. We're the most perfect functioning society on Earth. They walk by a newspaper stand with sandwich board reading, bee goes berserk, stings 7 then self. Angle on, a bee filling his car's gas tank from a honey pump. He fills his car some, then takes a swig for himself. Newspaper bee to the bee guzzling gas. Hey, Barry and Adam begins to cross the street. B-movie JS Revisions 81307 10. Barry, yeah, but Adam, did you ever think that maybe things work a little too well around here? They stop in the middle of the street. The traffic moves perfectly around them. Adam, like what? Give me one example. Barry thinks. I don't know. But you know what I'm talking about. They walk off. Sequence 400, meet jocks. Sound effects, the sound of pollen jocks. Hand down from the Honex statue. G-gate announcer. Please clear the gate. Royal Nectar Force on approach. Royal Nectar Force on approach. Barry, wait a second, check it out. Hey, those are pollen jocks. Adam, wow, 4 patrol bees flying through the hive's giant gothic entrance. Patrol bees are wearing fighter pilot helmets with black visors. Adam continued, I've never seen them this close. Barry, they know what it's like to go outside the hive. Adam, yeah, but some of them don't come back. B-Movie JS revisions 8.13.07 11th. The nectar from the pollen jocks is removed from their backpacks and loaded into trucks at their way to Honex. A small crowd forms around the patrol bees. Each one has a pit crew that takes the nectar. Lou Loduca hurries a pit crew along. Lou Loduca, you guys did great. You're monsters. You're sky freaks. I love it. I love it. Schoolgirls are jumping up and down, squealing nearby. Barry, I wonder where those guys have just been. Adam, I don't know, Barry. That day's not planned. Outside the hive, flying. Who knows where, doing who knows what. Adam, you can't just decide one day to be a pollen jock. You have to be bred for that. Barry, right. Pollen jocks cross in close proximity to Barry and Adam. Some pollens fall off onto Barry and Adam. Barry continued, look at that. That's more pollen than you and I will ever see in a lifetime. Adam playing with the pollen. It's just a status symbol. I think bees make too big of a deal of it. Barry, perhaps, unless you're wearing it and the ladies see you wearing it. Angle 2 girl bees. B-Movie JS revisions 8.13.07 12th. Adam, those ladies, aren't they our cousins too? Barry, distant. Angle on 2 pollen jocks. Jackson, look at these 2 splits. Couple of hive herrings. Jackson, let's have some fun with them. The pollen jocks approach. Barry and Adam continue to talk to the girls. Girl 1, it must be so dangerous being pollen jock. Barry, oh yeah, one time a bear had me pinned up against a mushroom. He had one paw on my throat, and with the other he was slapping back and forth across the face. Girl 1, oh my. Barry, I never thought I'd knock him out. Girl 2 to Adam, and what were you doing during all of this? Adam, obviously I was trying to alert the authorities. The girl swiped some pollen off of Adam with a finger. Barry, re-pollen. I can autograph that if you want. B-Movie JS revisions 8.13.07 13th. Jackson, little gusty out today, wasn't it, comrades? Barry, yeah, gusty. Buzz, you know, we're going to hit the sunflower patch about 6 miles from here tomorrow. Barry, 6 miles, huh? Adam whispering. Barry, Buzz, it's a puddle jump for us, but maybe you're not up for it. Barry, maybe I am. Adam whispering louder. You're not. Buzz, we're going. 1900 at J-Gate. Adam, re-J Gate. Whoa, Buzz leaning in on top of Barry. What do you think, Buzz boy? Are you B enough? Barry, I might be. It all depends on what 0900 means. Cut to sequence 450, the balcony, B-Movie JS revisions 8.13.07 14th. Interior, Benson House balcony. Later, Barry is standing on the balcony alone. Looking out over the city, Martin Benson enters, sneaks up behind Barry and gooses him in the ribs. Martin Benson, Hunnex, Barry. Oh, Dad, you surprised me. Martin Benson, laughing. Have you decided what you're interested in, son? Barry, well, there's a lot of choices. Martin Benson, but you only get one. Martin laughs. Barry, Dad, do you ever get bored doing the same job every day? Martin Benson. Son, let me tell you something about stirring. Making the stirring motion. You grab the stick and just move it around and you stir it around. You get yourself into rhythm. It's a beautiful thing. Barry, you know, Dad, the more I think about it, maybe the honey fields just isn't right for me. Martin Benson. And you were thinking of what? Making balloon animals? That's a bad job for a guy with a stinger. B-Movie JS revisions 8.13.07 15th. Barry, well no, Martin Benson. Janet, your son's not sure what he wants to go into honey. Janet Benson, oh Barry, you're so funny sometimes. Barry, I'm not trying to be funny. Martin Benson, you're not funny, you're going into honey. Our son the stirrer. Janet Benson, you're going to be a stirrer? Barry, no one's listening to me. Barry, Martin Benson. Wait until you see the sticks I have for you. Barry, I can say anything I want right now. I'm going to get an ant tattoo. Janet Benson, let's open some fresh honey and celebrate. Barry, maybe I'll pierce my frogs. Martin Benson toasting to honey. Barry, shave my antennae. Janet Benson to honey. B-Movie JS revisions 8.13.07 16th. Barry, shack up with a grasshopper, get a gold tooth and start calling everyone dog. Everybody dog. Cut to sequence 760, job placement exterior, Hunnex lobby, continuous angle on a B bus stop. One group of bees stands on the pavement, as another group hovers above them. The double-decker bus pulls up. The hovering bees get on the top level and standing bees get on the bottom. Barry and Adam pull up outside of Hunnex. Adam, I can't believe we're starting to work today. Barry, today's the day. Adam jumps out of the car. Adam. OC, come on. All the good jobs will be gone. Barry, yeah right. Angle on, abort reading, job placement board. Buswell, the B processor is at the counter. Another B applicant, Sandy Shrimpkin, is exiting. Sandy Shrimpkin, is it still available? Buswell, hang on. He looks at the change in numbers on the board. 2 left, and one of them is yours. Congratulations, son. Step to the side, please. B-Movie JS revisions 8.13.07 17th. Sandy Shrimpkin, yeah. Adam to Sandy leaving. What did you get? Sandy Shrimpkin, picking the crowd. This is Stella. Adam, wow, Buswell. To Adam and Barry. Couple of newbies. Adam, yes sir, out first day, we're ready. Buswell, well, step up and make your choice. Angle on chart, listing the different sectors of Honex. Heating, cooling, viscosity, Krellman, pollen counting, stunt bee, pouring, stirrer, humming,
Regurgitation.
Regurgitating. Yeah, thank you.
Enough.
Front desk, hair removal, inspector number 7, chef, lint, coordinator, stripe supervisor, antennae ball, polisher, hide wrangler, SWAT and counselor, wax monkey, wing brusher, hive keeper, restroom attendant. Adam to Barry, you want to go first? Barry, no, you go. Adam, oh my, what's available? Buswell, restroom attendant is always open and not for the first reason not for a reason you think. Adam, any chance of getting onto the Krellman, sir? Buswell, sure, you're on. B-movie jazz revisions 8130718. He plops the Krellman hat onto Adam's hat. Angle on the job board. The columns read occupation, positions available, and status. The middle column has numbers on the right column. And the right column has jobs opening, flipping between open, pending, and closed. Buswell continued. Oh, I'm sorry, the Krellman just closed out. Adam, oh, he takes the hat off that. Buswell, wax monkey's always open. The Krellman goes from closed to open. Buswell continued, and the Krellman just opened up again. Adam, what happened? Buswell, well, whenever the bee dies, that's an opening, pointing on the board. See that? He's dead, dead, another dead one. Deady, deadified, 2 more dead. Dead from the neck up, dead from the neck down. But that's life. Angle on Barry, disturbed expression. Adam, feeling pressure to decide. Oh, this is hard. Heating, cooling, stunt bee, pourer. Sarah, humming, inspector number 7, lint, coordinator, stripe, supervisor, antenna, ball, polisher, mite wrangler. Barry, what do you think I should get? Barry? B-movie, JS revisions 8130719. Barry is gone. Cut to sequence 775, Lou, Ludica, speech, exterior, J gates, same time, splits, Jackson, Buzz, Lou, and 2 other bees are going through final pre-flight checks. Barry enters, Lou, Ludica. Alright, we've got the sunflower patch in quadrant 9. Geranium window box on Sutton Place. Barry's antennae rings like a phone. Adam VO. What happened to you? Where are you? Barry whispers throughout. Barry, I'm going out. Adam VO. Out? Out where? Barry, out there. Adam VO. Putting together. Oh no, Barry, I have to before I go to work for the rest of my life. Adam VO. You're going to die. You crazy? Hello? Barry. Oh, another call coming in. B-movie JS revisions 8130720th. Adam VO. You're crap. Barry hangs up. Angle on Lou Ludica. Lou Ludica's. If anyone's feeling brave, there's a Korean deli on 83rd. That gets their roses today. Barry timidly. Hey guys, Buzz. Well, look at that. Splits. Isn't that the kid we saw yesterday? Lou Ludica to Barry. Hold it, son. Flight decks restricted. Jackson. It's okay, Lou. We're gonna take him up. Splits and Jackson chuckle. Lou Ludica. Really? Feeling lucky, are ya? A younger, smaller bee than Barry, Chet, runs up with a release waiver for Barry to sign. Chet, sign here. Here. Just initial that. Thank you, Lou Ludica. Okay, you got a rain advisory today, and as you all know, bees cannot fly in the rain, so be careful. As always, reading off the clipboard. Watch your brooms, honey sticks, dogs, birds, bears, and bats. B-movie JS revisions 81307 21st. Also, I got a couple of reports of root beer being poured on us. Murphy's in a home because of it, just babbling like a cicada. Barry, that's awful. Lou Ludica, and a reminder for all you rookies, bee law number 1, absolutely no talking to animals. Alright, launch positions. The jocks get into formation, chanting as they move. Lou Ludica continued, black and yellow. Jocks, hello, splits to Barry. Are you ready for this? Hotshot? Barry, yeah, bring it on. Barry nods, terrified. Buzz, wind. Check jock, #1, antennae, check, jock. #2, nectar, pack. Check. Jackson, wings, check. Splits, stinger, check. Barry, scared out of my shorts, check. Lou Ludica, okay ladies. Let's move it out. Everyone flips their goggles down. Pit crew, bees crank their wings and remove the starting blocks. We hear loud humming. B-movie JS revisions 81307 22nd. Lou Ludica continued. Pound those petunias. You striped stem buckers. All move it out. Everyone flips their no. I missed the line. Stripes. All of you drain these flowers. A flight deck guy, in deep crouch, hand singles them out the archway as the backwash from the bee. Wings flutters his jumpsuit. Barry follows everyone. Sequence 800 flying with jogs. The bees climb above treetops in formation. Barry's euphoric. Barry, whoa, I'm out. I can't believe it. I'm out. So blue. Haha, a beat. I feel so fast and free. 3 kites in the sky. Box kite. Wow, they fly by several bicyclists and approach a patch of flowers. Barry continued. Flowers. Splits. This is blue leader. We have roses. Visual. Bring it around 30 degrees and hold. Barry, Soto, roses. Jackson, 30 degrees, Roger. Bringing it around. Many pollen jocks break off from the main group. They use their equipment to collect nectar from flowers. Barry lies down to watch jocks collect the nectar. Jock, stand to the side, kid. It's got a bit of a kick. Jocks fires the gun and recoils. Barry watches the gun fill up with nectar. B-movie, JS, revisions 8/13/07, 23rd. Barry, oh, that is one nectar collector. Jock, you ever see the pollination up close? Barry, no sir, he takes off, and the excess pollen dust falls, causing the flowers to come back to life. Jock, as he pollinates, I pick some pollen up over here, sprinkle it over here, maybe a dash over there, pinch on that one. See that? It's a little bit of magic, ain't it? The flowers perk up as he pollinates. Barry, wow, that's amazing. Why do we do that? Jock, that's pollen power, kid. More pollen, more flowers, more nectar, more honey for us. Barry, cool, the jock wings at Barry. Barry rejoins the other jocks in the sky. They swoop in over a pond, kissing the surface. We see their image reflected in the water. They're really moving. They fly over the mountain. Buzz, I'm picking up a lot of bright yellow. Could be daisies. Don't we need those? Splits, copy that visual. We see what appear to be yellow flowers on a green field. B-movie jazz revisions 8/13/07, 24th. They go into deep bank and dive. Buzz, hold on. One of these flowers seems to be on the move. Splits, say again, are you reporting moving flower? Buzz, affirmative. Sequence 900, tennis game. The pollen jocks land. It is a tennis court with a dozen of tennis balls. A couple, Vanessa and Ken, play tennis. Bees land right in the midst of a group of balls. Ken, OC, that was on the line. The other bees start walking around amongst the immersive yellow globes. Splits, this is the coolest. What's it? They stop at a ball on the white line and look up at it. Jackson, I don't know, but I'm loving this color. Splits, smelling tennis ball. Smells good, not like a flower, but I like it. Jackson, yeah, fuzzy. Buzz, chemically. Jackson, careful, guys. It's a little grabby. Barry lands on a ball and collapses. B-movie jazz revisions 8/13/07, 25th. Barry, oh my sweet lord of bees. Jackson, hey candy brain, get off there. Barry attempts to pull his leg off, but they stick. Barry, problem. A tennis shoe and a hand enter the frame. The hand picks up the ball with Barry underneath it. Barry continued, guys, Buzz, this could be a bad. Jackson, affirmative. Vanessa walks back to the service line, bounces the ball. Each time it bounces, the other bees cringe and gasp. Angle on Barry, terrified. Pure dumb luck, he's not getting squished. Barry with each bounce, very close, gonna hurt, mama's little boy. Splits, you're way out of position, rookie. Angle on, Vanessa serving. We see Barry and the ball up against the racket as she brings it back. She tosses the ball into the air. Barry's eyes widen. Ball is struck and the rally is on. Ken coming in at you like a missile. Ken hits the ball back. Barry feels the G-forces. Angle on the pollen jocks, watching Barry pass by them in slow motion. B-movie jazz revisions 8/13/07, 26th. Barry in slow motion. Help me, Jackson. You know, I don't think these are flowers. Splits. Should we tell him? Jackson, I think he knows. Barry, OS. What is this? Vanessa hits a high arcing lob. Ken waits, poised for a return. We see Barry having trouble maneuvering the ball from fatigue. Ken, overly confident, match point. Angle on, Ken running up. He has a killer look in his eyes. He's going to hit the ultimate overhead smash. Ken continued, you can't just start packing up honey because I believe you're about to eat it. Angle on, pollen jocks. Jackson, Ken is distracted by the jock. Ken, what? No, you missed badly. The ball rockets into oblivion. Barry is still hanging on. Angle on, Ken berating himself. Ken continued, oh, you cannot be serious. We hear the ball whistling and Barry screaming. B-movie jazz revisions 8/13/07, 27th. Barry, yowza, sequence 1000. SUV, the ball flies through the air and lands in the middle of the street. It bounces on the street again and sticks in the grille of an SUV. Interior car engine continues Barry's POV. The grille of the SUV sucks him up. He stumbles through the black tunnel, wiring vanes and pistons. Barry, itch. Barry gets chilled by the AC system and sees a frozen grasshopper. Barry continued, grasshopper. Ew, gross. Cut to interior car continues. The car is packed with a typical suburban family. Mother, father, 8-year-old boy, little girl, in a car seat and a grandmother. A big slobbery dog is behind a grate. Barry pops in the passenger seat compartment, hitting the mother's magazine. Mother, there's a bee in the car. They all notice a bee and start screaming. Barry, Barry tumbles around the car. We see the faces from his POV. Mother, do something. B-movie jazz revisions 8/13/07, 28. Father, I'm driving. Barry flies up by the little girl in her car seat. She waves hello, little girl. Hi, B, son. He's back here. He's going to sting me. The car swerves around the road. Barry flies into the back, where the slobbery dog snaps at him. Barry deftly avoids the jaws and grows flying spittle. Mother, nobody move. If you don't move, he won't sting you. Freeze. Everyone in the car freezes. Barry freezes. They stare at each other, eyes going back and forth, waiting to see who will make the first move. Barry blinks. Granny. He blinked. Granny pulls out a can of hairspray. Son, spray him. Granny. Granny sprays the hairspray everywhere. Father, what are you doing, Granny? It's hairspray. Extra hold. Mother, kill it. Barry gets sprayed back by the hairspray, then sucked out of the sunroof. Cut to B-Movie J's revisions 8/13/07/29. Exterior City Street, continues Barry. Wow, the tension level out here is unbelievable. I've got to get home. As Barry flies down the street, it starts to rain. He nimbly avoids the rain at first. Barry continued, whoa. Can't fly in rain, can't fly in rain, can't fly in. A couple of drops hit him. His wings go limp and he starts falling. Barry continued, Mayday, mayday, be going down. Barry sees a window ledge and aims for it and just makes it. Shivering and exhausted, he crawls into an open window as it closes. Sequence 1100. Vanessa saves Barry. Interior Vanessa's apartment. Continuous inside the window, Barry shakes off the rain like a dog. Vanessa, Ken, Andy, and Anna enter the apartment. Vanessa, Ken, can you close the window please? Ken, huh? Oh, to Andy, hey, check out my new resume. I made it a fold-out brochure. You see it folds out. Ken holds up the brochure with photos of himself and a resume in the middle. Angle on, Barry hiding behind the curtains as Ken closes the window. B-Movie, JS revisions 8/13/07/30. Hey, check out my new resume. Didn't I just reload? Oh, I didn't. Oopsie. 30th. Barry, oh no, more humans. I don't need this. Barry hovers up in the air and then throws himself into the glass. Barry continued dazed. Ow, what was that? He does it again, then multiple more times. Barry continued, maybe this time. Barry jumps up on the drapes. Barry continued out of breath. Drapes, then reglass. This is diabolical. Ken, it's fantastic. It's got all my special skills, even my top 10 favorite movies. Andy, what's your number one? Star Wars? Ken, I don't go for that. Make Star Wars noises kind of stuff. Angle on Barry. Barry, no wonder we're not supposed to talk to them. They're out of their minds. Ken, when I walk out of a job interview, they're flabbergasted. They can't believe the things I say. Barry looks around and sees the light bulb fixture in the middle of the ceiling. B-Movie JS revisions 8/13/07/31. Barry, relight bulb. Oh, there's the sun. Maybe that's the way out. Barry takes off and heads straight for the light bulb. His POV, the 75-watt label, grows as he gets closer. Barry continued, I don't remember the sun having a big 75 on it. Barry hits the bulb and is knocked silly. He falls into a bowl of guacamole. Andy dips his chip in the guacamole, taking Barry with it. Angle on Ken and Andy. Ken, I'll tell you what, you know what? I predicted global warming. I could feel it getting hotter. At first I thought it was just me. Barry's POV, giant human mouth opening. Ken continued, wait, stop, B, Anna, kill it. They all jump up from their chairs. Andy looks around for something to use. Ken comes for the kill with a big Timberland boot on each hand. Ken, stand back. These are winter boots. Vanessa enters and stops Ken from squashing Barry. Vanessa grabs Ken's arm. Wait, don't kill him. Close up on Barry's puzzled face. Ken, you know I'm allergic to them. This thing could kill me. B-Movie Jazz revisions 8/13/07/32. Vanessa, why does this life have any less value than yours? She takes a glass tumbler and places it over Barry. Ken, why does this life have any less value than mine? Is that your statement? Vanessa, I'm just saying all life has value. You don't know what he's capable of feeling. Barry looks up through the glass and watches this conversation astounded. Vanessa rips Ken's resume in half and slides it under the glass. Ken, wistful, my brochure. There's moments of eye contact as she carries Barry to the window. She opens it and sets him free. Vanessa, there you go, little guy. Ken, OC, I'm not scared of them, but you know, it's an allergic thing. Andy, OC, hey, why don't you put that on your resume brochure? Ken, OC, it's not funny, my whole face could puff up. Andy, OC, make it on your special skills. Ken, OC, you know, knocking someone out is also a special skill. Cut to B-Movie Jazz revisions 8/13/07/33. Exterior windows will continuous. Windowsill continues. Barry stares over the window frame. He can't believe what just happened. It's still raining. Dissolved to sequence 1200. Barry speaks. Exterior windowsill. Later, Barry is still staring through the window. Inside, everyone's saying their goodbyes. Ken, Vanessa, next week? Yogurt night. Vanessa, oh, yeah, sure, Ken. You know, whatever. Ken, you can put carob chips on there. Vanessa, good night. Ken as he exits. Supposed to be less calories or something. Vanessa, bye. She shuts the door. Vanessa starts cleaning up. Barry, I've got to say something. She saved my life. I've got to say something. Alright, here it goes. Barry flies in. B-movie JS revisions 8/13/07/34. Interior Vanessa's apartment. Continuous. Barry hides himself on different products placed along the kitchen shelves. He hides on a Bumblebee tuna can and a Greetings from Coney Island Muscle Man postcard on the fridge. Barry on fridge. What would I say? Landing on a bottle. I could really get in trouble. He stands looking at Vanessa. Barry continued. It's a B-law. You're not supposed to talk to a human. I can't believe I'm doing this. I've got to. Oh, I can't do it. Come on. No, yes, no, do it. I can't. How could I start it? You like jazz? No, that's no good. Here she comes. Speak, you fool. As Vanessa walks by, Barry takes a deep breath. Barry continued cheerful. Hi, Vanessa. Drops a stack of dishes and hops back. Barry continued. I'm sorry, Vanessa, you're talking. Barry, yes, I know. Vanessa, you're talking. No, wait. Vanessa, surprise to me. I mean, you're a bee. There we go. Barry, yeah, I'm a bee, and you know I'm not supposed to be doing this, but they're all trying to kill me, and if it wasn't for you, I mean, I had to thank you. It's just the way I was raised. Vanessa intentionally jabs her hand with a fork. Vanessa, ow, Barry, that was a little weird. Vanessa to herself, I'm talking to a bee. Barry, yeah, Vanessa, I'm talking to a bee. Barry, anyway, Vanessa, and a bee is talking to me. Barry, I just want you to know that I'm grateful and I'm going to leave now. Vanessa, wait, how did you learn to do that? Barry, what? B-movie, JS revisions 8/13/07/36. Vanessa, the talking thing. Barry, same way you did, I guess, Mama, Dada, honey, you pick it up. Vanessa, that's very funny. Barry, yeah, bees are funny. If we didn't laugh, we'd cry. With what we have to deal with. Vanessa laughs. Barry continued. Anyway, Vanessa, can I get you something? Barry, like what? Vanessa, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Coffee? Barry, well, I don't want to put you out. Vanessa, it's no trouble, Barry, unless you're making anyway. Vanessa, oh, it takes 2 minutes. Barry, really? Vanessa, it's just coffee. Barry, I hate to impose. B-movie JS revisions 8/13/07/37. Vanessa, don't be ridiculous, Barry. Actually, I would love a cup. Vanessa, hey, you want a little rum cake? Barry, I really shouldn't. Vanessa, have a little rum cake. Barry, no, I can't. Vanessa, oh, come on, Barry. You know, I'm trying to lose a couple of micrograms here. Vanessa, where? Barry, well, these stripes don't help. Vanessa, you look great. Barry, I don't know if you know anything about fashion. Vanessa starts pouring the coffee through an imaginary cup and directly onto the floor. Barry continued, are you alright? Vanessa, no. Dissolved sequence 1300 rooftop coffee. B-movie, Jazz revisions 8/13/07/38. Exterior Vanessa's roof. Later, Barry and Vanessa are drinking coffee on the roof terrace. He's perched on her keychain. Barry, he can't get a taxi. He's making the tie in the cab as they're flying up Madison. So he finally gets there. Vanessa, Barry, he runs up the steps into the church. The wedding is on. Vanessa, yeah. Barry, and he says, watermelon? I thought you said Guatemalan. Vanessa, Barry, why would I marry a watermelon? Barry laughs. Vanessa doesn't. Vanessa, oh, is that a beat joke? Barry, yeah, that's the kind of stuff we do. Vanessa, yeah, different. A beat. Vanessa continued. So anyway, what are you going to do, Barry? Barry, B-movie, Jazz revisions 8/13/07/39. Barry, about work? I don't know. I don't want I want to do my part for the hive, but I can't do it the way they want. Vanessa, I know how you feel, Barry. You do? Vanessa, sure, my parents wanted me to be a lawyer or a doctor, but I wanted to be a florist. Barry, really? Vanessa, my only interest is flowers. Barry, our new queen was just elected with the same campaign slogan. Vanessa, oh, Barry, anyway, see, there's my hive right there. You can see it. Vanessa, oh, you're in Sheep Meadow. Barry, excited, yes, you know the turtle pond? Vanessa, yes, Barry, I'm right off of that. Vanessa, oh, no way, I know that area. Do you know, I lost a toe ring there once. Barry, really? B-movie, JS revisions 8/13/07/40. Vanessa, yes, Barry, why do girls put rings on their toes? Vanessa, why not? Barry, I don't know, it's like putting a hat on your knee. Vanessa, really? Okay. The janitor in the background changes the light bulb. To him it appears that Vanessa is talking to an imaginary friend. Janitor, you're right, ma'am. Vanessa, oh yeah, fine, I'm just having 2 cups of coffee. Barry, anyway, this has been great. Wiping his mouth. Thanks for the coffee. Barry gazes at Vanessa. Vanessa, oh yeah, it's no trouble. Barry, sorry I couldn't finish it. Vanessa giggles. Barry continued to read coffee. If I did, I'd be up the rest of my life. Can I take a piece of that with me? Vanessa, sure. Here, have a crumb. She takes a crumb from the plate and hands it to Barry. B-movie, JS revisions 8/13/07/41. Barry, a little dreamy. Oh, thanks, Vanessa. Yeah, there's an awkward pause. Barry, alright, well then I guess I'll see you around or not. Or Vanessa, okay Barry, and thank you so much again for before. Vanessa, oh that, Barry, yeah, Vanessa, oh that was nothing. Barry, well, not nothing, but anyway. Vanessa extends her hand and shakes Barry's gingerly. The janitor watches, the light bulb shorts out. The janitor falls. Cut to sequence 1400 Hanex interior Hanex building. Next day angle on a Test B wearing a parachute. Is in a wind tunnel hovering through increasingly heavy wind. Signs under a flashing light read test in progress, hurricane survival test. 2 Bs in a lab coat are observing behind glasses. B movie JS revisions 81307 42nd. Lab code B1. This can't possibly work. Lab code B2. Well, he's all set to go. We may as well try it. Into the mic. Okay, Dave, pull the chute. The test B opens the parachute. His parachute. He's instantly blown against the rear wall. Adam and Barry enter. Adam, sounds amazing. Barry, oh, it was amazing. It was the scariest, happiest moment of my life. Adam, humans, I can't believe you were with humans. Giant, scary humans. What were they like? Barry, huge and crazy. They talk crazy. They eat crazy, giant things. They drive around real crazy. Adam, and do they try to kill you like on TV? Barry, some of them, but some of them don't. Adam, how'd you get that? Barry, poodle. Adam, look, you did it, and I'm glad. You saw whatever you wanted to see out there, you had your experience, and now you're back. You can pick out your job, and everything can be normal. B-movie JS revisions 81307 43rd. Angle on Lab B's examining a candy corn through a microscope. Barry, well, Adam, well, Barry, well, I met someone. Adam, you met someone? Was she B-ish? Barry, Adam, not a wasp, your parents will kill you. Barry, no, not a wasp. Adam, spider? Barry, you know I'm not attracted to spiders. I know to everyone else it's like the hottest thing with the 8 legs and all. I can't get by that face. Barry makes a spider face. Adam, so who's she? Barry, she's a human. Adam, oh no. That didn't happen. You didn't do that. That is B-law. You wouldn't break the B-law. Barry, her name's Vanessa.
Car.
B-movie jazz revisions 8130744. Adam, oh boy. Oh boy. Barry, she's so nice, and she's a florist. Adam, oh no. You're dating a human florist? Well, we're not, Barry, well, we're not dating. Adam, you're flying outside the hive. You're talking to human beings that attack our homes with power washers and M80s. That's 1/8 of a stick of dynamite. Barry, she saved my life, and she understands me. Adam, this is over. Barry pulls out the crumb. Barry, eat this. Barry stuffs the crumb into Adam's face. Adam, this is not over. What was that? Barry, they call it crumb. Adam, that was so stinging stripy. Barry, and that's not even what they eat. That just falls off what they eat. Do you know what a cinnamon is? Adam, no. B-movie, jazz revisions 81307 45th. Barry, it's bread. Adam, come in here. Barry, and cinnamon. Adam, be quiet. Barry, and frosting. They heat it up. Adam, sit down. Interior Adam's office, continuous. Barry, really hot. Adam, listen to me. We're not them. We're us. There's us and there's them. Barry, yes, but who can deny the heart that is yearning? Barry rolls his chair down the corridor. Adam, there's no yearning. Stop yearning. Listen to me. You've got to start thinking B, my friend. Another B joins in. Another B. Thinking B. Wider shot as third B enters, popping up over the cubicle wall. Third B. Thinking B. Even wider shot as all the Bs join in. B movie, jazz revisions 81307 46th. Other Bs, thinking B, thinking B, thinking B. Cut to sequence 1500 poolside nagging. Syria, backyard, parents' house. Day, Barry sits on a raft in a hexagon honey pool, legs dangling into the water. Janet Benson and Martin Benson stand over him wearing big 60s sunglasses and cabana-type outfits. The sun shines brightly behind their heads. Janet Benson, oh see, there he is, he's in the pool. Martin Benson, you know what your problem is, Barry? Barry, I've got to start thinking B. Martin Benson, Barry, how much longer is this going to go on? It's been 3 days. I don't understand why you're not working. Barry, well, I've got a lot of ignition. Yes, I have to think about that all the time. Like 3 days right. Benson, you know, Martin Benson, what life? You have no life, you have no job, you're barely a bee, Jesus Christ. Barry throws his hand in the air. Barry, ugh! Janet Benson, wouldn't it kill you just to make a little honey? Barry rolls onto the raft and sinks to the bottom of the pool. We hear his parents' muffled voices from above the surface. B-movie, jazz revisions 81307 47th. Janet Benson continued muffled. Barry, come out from under there. Your father's talking to you. Martin, would you talk to him? Martin Benson, Barry, I'm talking to you. This is all to exterior picnic area day. Sugar, baby arches. Barry and Vanessa are having a picnic. A mosquito lands on Vanessa's leg. He swats it. She swats it violently. Barry's head whips around aghast. They stare at each other awkwardly in a frozen moment, then burst into hysterical laughter. Vanessa gets up. Vanessa, you coming? Barry, got everything? Vanessa, all set. Vanessa gets into a one-man ultralight plane with a black and yellow paint scheme. She puts on her helmet. Barry, you go ahead. I'll catch up. Vanessa, come hither, wink. Don't be too long. The ultralight takes off. Barry catches up. They fly side by side. Vanessa continued, watch this. Vanessa does a loop and flies right into the side of the mountain, bursting into a huge ball of flames. B-movie Jazz Revisions 8130748. Barry yelling anguished, Vanessa! Exterior, Barry's parents' house, continuous angle on Barry's face bursting through the surface of the pool, gasping for air, eyes opening in horror. Martin Benson, we're still here, Barry. Janet Benson, I told you not to yell at him. He doesn't respond when you yell at him. Martin Benson, then why are you yelling at me, Janet Benson? Because you don't listen. Martin Benson, I'm not listening to this. Barry is toweling off, putting on his sweater. Barry, sorry mom, I've gotta go. Janet Benson, where are you going? Barry, nowhere, I'm meeting a friend. Barry jumps off the balcony and exits. Janet Benson calling after him, a girl, is this why you can't decide? Barry, bye. Janet Benson, I just hope she's beerish. To B-movie Jazz Revisions 8130749, sequence 1700, street walk, supermarket, exterior, Vanessa's florist shop. Day. Vanessa flips the sign to say, sorry, we missed you, and locks the door. Angle on a poster on Vanessa's door for the Tournament of Roses parade in Pasadena. Barry. So they have a huge parade, just flowers every year in Pasadena. Vanessa, oh, to be in the Tournament of Roses, that's every florist. 3. Up on the floor, surrounded by flowers, crowds cheering. Barry, wow, a tournament. Do the Roses actually compete in athletic events? Vanessa, no, alright, I've got one. How come you don't fly everywhere? Oops, I suddenly... Okay, Barry, it's exhausting. Why don't you run everywhere? Vanessa, Barry, isn't that faster? Vanessa, yeah, okay, I see. Alright, your turn. Barry and Vanessa walk fly down a New York side street, no other pedestrians near them. Barry, TiVo. You can just freeze live TV? That's insane. B-movie Jazz Revisions 8130750. Vanessa, what, you don't have anything like that? Barry, we have HEVO, but it's a disease. It's a horrible, horrible disease. Vanessa, oh my, they turn the corner onto a busier avenue and people start to swat at Barry.
HIV, holy shit, I get it.
Oh, that's fun.
Just got that.
Man,
Anyways.
dumb bees, Vanessa, you must just want to sting all those jerks. Barry, we really try not to sting. It's usually fatal for us. Vanessa, so you really have to watch your temper. They enter a supermarket. Cut to interior supermarket. Barry, oh yeah, very carefully. You kick a wall, take a walk, write an angry letter and throw it out. Work through it like any emotion, anger, jealousy, undispersed lust. Barry hops on top of some cardboard boxes in the middle of an aisle. Oh, stock boy. As stock boy, Hector whacks him with a rolled-up magazine. Jesus. Vanessa to Barry. Oh my goodness, are you okay? B-movie Jazz Revisions 8130751st. Barry, yeah, whoo. Vanessa whacks Hector over the head with a magazine. Vanessa to Hector. What is wrong with you, Hector? It's a bug. Vanessa, well, he's not bothering anybody. Get out of here, you creep. Vanessa pushes him and Hector exits muttering. Barry shaking it off. Oh, what was that? Pick and save circular? Vanessa, yeah, it was. How to know? Barry, it felt like about 10 pages. 75's pretty much our limit. Vanessa, well, you've really got that down to science. Barry, oh, we have to. I lost a cousin to Italian Vogue. Vanessa, I'll bet. Barry stops. Sees the wall of honey jars. Barry, what in the name of mighty Hercules is this? How did this get here? Cute Bee, Golden Blossom, Ray Liotta Private Select. Vanessa, is that the actor? B-movie Jazz Revisions 8130752. Barry, I've never heard of him. Why is this here? Vanessa, for people, we eat it. Barry, why gesturing around the market? You don't have enough food for your own? Vanessa, well, yes, we... Barry, how do you even get it? Vanessa, well, bees make it. Barry, I know who makes it. And it's hard to make it. There's heating and cooling and stirring. You need a whole Krellman thing. Vanessa, it's organic. Barry, it's our organic. Vanessa, it's just honey, Barry. Barry, just what bees don't know about this. This is stealing. A lot of stealing. You've taken our homes, our schools, our hospitals. This is all we have, and it's on sale. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. I'm going to get to the bottom of all of this. He rips the label off the Ray Liotta Private Select. Cut to B-Movie Jazz Revisions 8130753. A lot Sequence 1800 windshield exterior back of supermarket, loading dock. Later that day, Barry distinguishes himself by blacking out his yellow lines with a magic marker and putting on some war paint. He sees Hector, the stock boy, with a knife cutting open cardboard boxes filled with honey jars. Man, you're almost done, Hector, almost. Barry steps in some honey, making a snapping noise. Hector stops and turns. Hector continued, he's here, I sense it. Hector grabs his box cutter. Barry reacts, hides himself behind the box again. Hector continued talking too loud to no one in particular. Well, I guess I'll go home now and just leave this nice honey out with no one around. Hector pretends to exit. He takes a couple of steps in place. Angle on the honey jar. Barry steps out into the moody spotlight. Barry, you're a busted box boy. Hector, aha, I knew I heard something. So you can talk. Barry flies up, stinger out, pushing Hector up against the wall. As Hector backs up, he drops his knife. Barry, oh, I can talk. And now you're going to start talking. B-Movie Jazz Revisions 8130754. Where are you getting all the sweet stuff? Who's your supplier, Hector? I don't know what you're talking about. I thought we were all friends. The last thing we want to do is upset any of you bees. Hector grabs a pushpin. Barry fences with his stinger. Hector continued, you're too late. It's ours now. Barry, you sir have crossed the wrong sword. Hector, you sir are about to be lunch for my iguana, Ignacio. Barry and Hector get into a cross swords. Nose-to-nose confrontation. Barry, where's the honey coming from? Barry knocks the pushpin out of his hand. Barry puts his stinger up to Hector's nose. Barry continued, tell me where. Hector pointing out to a truck. Honey Farms. It comes from Honey Farms. Angle on a honey farm truck. Leaving the parking lot. Barry takes off after the truck through an alley. Follows the truck out onto a busy street, dodging a bus and several cabs. Cabby, crazy person. He flies through metal pipe on the top of the truck. Barry, ooh. B-Movie Jazz Revisions 8130755. Barry continued. Barry grabs onto bicycle messenger's backpack. The Honey Farms truck starts to pull away. Barry uses the bungee cord to slingshot himself toward the truck. He lands on the windshield where the wind plasters him to the glass. He looks up to find himself surrounded by what appear to be dead bugs. He climbs across, working his way around the bodies. Barry continued. Oh my, what horrible thing has happened here. Look at these faces. They never knew what hit them. And now they're on the road up to nowhere. Mosquito opens his eye. Moose blood. Psst. Just keep it still. Barry, what? You're not dead? Moose blood. Do I look dead? Hey man, they will wipe anything that moves. Now where you headed, Barry? To Honey Farm. I'm onto something huge here. Moose blood. I'm going to Alaska. Oh, nice. Moose blood. Crazy stuff. Blows your head off, ladybug. I'm going to Tacoma, Barry, to fly. What about you, Moose blood? He really is dead, Barry. Alright. The Viper comes towards them. The B-Movie Jazz Revisions 8130756. Moose blood. Uh-oh. Barry, what's that? Moose blood. Oh no, it's a Viper. Triple blade. Barry, triple blade. Moose blood. Jump on. It's your only chance, B. They hang on as the Viper goes back and forth. Moose blood continued, yelling to the truck driver through the glass. Why does everything have to be a doggone clean? How much do you people need to see? Open your eyes, stick your head out the window. Cut to interior, truck cabs, sound effects, radio voice for NPR News in Washington. I'm Carl Cassell. Exterior truck windshield moose blood, but don't kill no more bugs. The mosquito is flung off the Viper. Moose blood continued. Barry, moose blood guy. B-Movie Jazz Revisions 8130757. Barry slides toward the end of the Viper, is thrown off, but he grabs the aerial and hangs on for dear life. Barry looks across the sea and sees a cricket on another vehicle in the exact same predicament. They look at each other and scream in unison. Barry and Cricket, but another bug grabs onto the aerial and screams as well. Interior truck cab, same time driver. You hear something? Truck passenger, like what? Driver, like tiny screaming. Trucker passenger, turn off the radio. The driver reaches down and presses a button, lowering the aerial. Exterior truck windshield, same time. Barry and the other bug do a choose up to the bottom. Barry wins. Barry, aha. Then he finally has to let go and gets thrown into the truck. Horn atop cab. Moose blood is inside. Moose blood, hey, what's up, B-boy? Barry, hey, blood dissolved to B-Movie Jazz Revisions 8130758. Interior truck horn later, Barry. And it was just an endless row of honey jars as far as the eye could see. Moose blood, wow, Barry. So I'm just assuming wherever this honey truck goes, that's where they're getting it. I mean, that honey's ours. Moose blood, bees hang tight. Barry, well, we're all jammed in here. It's a close community. Bees, Moose Blood, not us, man. We're on our own. Every mosquito is on his own. Barry, but what if you get in trouble, Moose Blood? Trouble? You're a mosquito. You are in trouble. Nobody likes us. They're just all smacking. People see a mosquito, smack, smack. Barry, at least you're out in the world. You must meet a lot of girls, Moose Blood. Mosquito girls try to trade up. Get with a moth, dragonfly. Mosquito girls don't want no mosquito. A black mobile pulls up alongside. Moose Blood continued. Whoa, you've got to be kidding me. Moose Blood's about to leave the building. So long, B. B movies, JS revisions. 8/13/07/59. Moose Blood exits the horn and jumps onto the Blood mobile. Moose Blood continued. Hey guys, I knew I'd catch you all down here. You bring your crazy straws. Cut to sequence 1900. The apiary. Exterior apiary. Later, Barry sees a sign. Honey farms. The truck comes to a stop. Sound effects. The horn. The honey farm. Truck blares its horn. Barry flies out, lands on the hood. Angle on. Two beekeepers, Freddy and Elmo, walking around the back of the gift shop. Barry follows them and lands on the nearby tree. Freddy. Then we throw it in some jar. Lands on a nearby tree. Freddy. Then we throw it in some jars, slap a label on it, and it's pretty much pure smoker. B-movie JS revisions 8/13/07/60. Elmo. Oh sweet, that's the one you want. Freddy. The Thomas 3000. Barry. Smoker. Freddy. 19 puffs a minute. Semi-automatic. Twice the nicotine all the time. They laugh again nefariously. Freddy continued. Couple of breaths of this and it knocks them right out. They make the honey and we make the money. Barry. They make the honey and we make the money. Barry climbs onto the netting of Freddy's hat. He climbs up to the brim and looks over the edge. He sees the apiary boxes as Freddy smokes them. Barry continued. Oh my. As Freddy turns around, Barry jumps into an open apiary box and into an apartment. Howard and Fran are just coming to from the smoking. Barry continued. What's going on? Are you okay, Howard? Yeah, it doesn't last too long. He coughs a few times. Barry, how did you two get here? Do you know you're in fake hive with fake walls? Howard pointing to the picture on the wall. B-movie JS revisions 8/13/07/61. Our queen was moved here. We had no choice. Barry looking at the picture on the wall. This is your queen? That's a man in a woman's clothes. That's a drag queen. The other wall opens. Barry sees the hundreds of apiary boxes. Barry continued. What is this? Barry pulls out his camera and starts snapping. Barry continued. Oh no, there's hundreds of them. As Barry takes the pictures. B, honey, our honey is being brazenly stolen on a massive scale. Cut to sequence 2100. Barry's tells family. Interior, Barry's parents' house, living room. Later, Barry has assembled his parents, Adam and Uncle Carl. Barry, this is worse than anything but the bears have done to us, and I intend to do something about it. Janet Benson. Oh, Barry, stop. Martin Benson. Who told you that humans are taking our honey? That's just a rumor, Barry. Do these look like rumors? Barry throws pictures on the table. Uncle Carl, cleaning his glasses with his shirt tail, digs through a ball of nuts with his fingers. B-movie jazz revisions 8/13/07/67. Howard continued. Uncle Carl. That's conspiracy theory. These are obviously doctored photos. Janet Benson. Barry, how did you get mixed up in all of this? Adam jumping up. Because he's been talking to humans. Janet Benson. What? Martin Benson. Talking to humans? Oh, Barry. Adam. He has a human girlfriend and they make out. Janet Benson. Make out? Barry. Barry. We do not. Adam. You wish you could. Barry. Whose side are you on? Adam. The bees. Uncle Carl stands up and pulls his pants onto his chest. Uncle Carl. I dated a cricket once in San Antonio. Man, those crazy legs kept me up all night. Hooch you are. Janet Benson. Barry, this is what you want to do with your life. Barry, this is what I want to do for all our lives. Nobody works harder than bees. B-movie jazz revisions 8/13/07/63. Dad, I remember you coming home some nights so overworked your hands were still stirring. You couldn't stop them. Martin Benson. Janet Benson to Martin. I remember that, Barry. What right do they have to our hard-earned honey? We're living on 2 cups a year. They're putting it in lip balm for no reason whatsoever. Martin Benson. Even if it's true, Barry, what could one bee do? Barry, I'm going to sting them where it really hurts. Martin Benson. In the face? Barry, no. Martin Benson. In the eye? That would really hurt. Barry, no. Martin Benson. Up the nose? That's killer. Barry, no. There's only one place you can sting the humans. One place where it really matters. Cut to sequence 2300 Hive at 5 News B. Larry King. B-movie jazz revisions 8/13/07/64. Barry continued. Interior news studio. Day dramatic news music. plays as the opening news sequence rolls. We see the Hive at 5 logo followed by shots of past news events. A bee freeway chase, a bee bear protest rally, and a bear pawing at the hive as the bees fly in panic. Bob Bumble, VO, Hive at 5, the Hive's only full-hour action news source. Shots of new casters flash up on the screen. Bob Bumble, VO, continued with Bob Bumble at the anchor desk. Bob has a big shock of anchorman hair, grey temples and overly white teeth. Bob Bumble, VO, continued weather with Storm Stinger Sports with Buzz Larvey and Janet Chung. Janet is an Asian bee. Bob Bumble continued, good evening, I'm Bob Bumble. Janet Chung and I'm Janet Chung. Bob Bumble, our top story, a tri-county bee. Barry Benson, insert Barry's graduation picture. Bob Bumble continued, is saying he intends to sue the human race for stealing our honey, packaging it and profiting from it illegally. Cut to B-movie Jazz Revisions 81307 65th. Interior Benin Studio. B. Larry King live. B. Larry King, wearing suspenders and glasses, is interviewing Barry. Lower third Chiron reads, B. Larry King live. B. Larry King, don't forget tomorrow night on B. Larry King we are going to have 3 former queens all right here in our studio discussing their new book, Classy Ladies, out this week on Hexagon. To Barry, tonight we're talking to Barry Benson. Do you ever think I'm just a kid from the hive, I can't do this, Barry? Larry, bees have never been afraid to change the world. I mean, what about B. Columbus, B. Gandhi, B. Jesus, B. Larry King? Well, where I'm from you wouldn't think of suing humans. We were thinking more like stickball candy stores. Barry, how old are you, B. Larry King? I want you to know that the entire bee community is supporting you in this case, which is certain to be the trial of the bee century. Barry, thank you, Larry. You know, they have a Larry King in the human world too, B. Larry King. It's a common name. Next week on B. Larry King, B-movies. No, B-movie, Jazz Revisions 81307 66th. Barry, no, I mean he looks like you, and he has a show with suspenders and different colored dots behind him. B. Larry King. Next week on B. Larry King, Barry, old guy glasses and there's quotes along the bottom from guests you're watching even though you just heard them. B. Larry King. Bear week next week. They're scary, they're hairy, and they're here live. B. Larry King exits. Barry always leans forward, pointy shoulders, squinty eyes. Lights go out. Very Jewish. Jeez. Cut to sequence 2400 flower shop interior. Vanessa's flower shop night. Stacks of law books are piled up, legal forms, etc. Vanessa is talking with Ken in the other room. Ken looks in tennis. Ken, look in tennis. You attack at the point of weakness, Vanessa. But it's my grandmother, Ken. She's 81. Ken, honey, her backhand's a joke. I'm not going to take advantage of that. B-movie JS Revisions 81307 67. Barry, OC, quiet please. Actual work going on here. Ken, is that the same B? Barry, OC, yes it is. Vanessa, I'm helping him sue the human race. Ken, what? Barry enters. Barry, oh hello. Ken, hello B. Barry flies over to Vanessa. Vanessa, this is Ken. Barry, yeah, I remember you. Timberland size 10 and a half. Vibram soul, I believe. Ken, why does he talk again, hun? Vanessa to Ken, sensing the tension. Listen, you better go because we're really busy working. Ken, but it's our yogurt night. Vanessa pushing him out the door.
I'm sure he wants her yogurt.
I lost it.
It's yogurt night.
I know,
Ken,
but
Vanessa pushes Ken out the door. Just control F for that. Yogurt night. Don't think.
Yeah, I got it. Maybe.
I don't think there's that many places where it says yogurt night in the script, so.
I know. It's our yogurt night. Vanessa pushing him out the door. Oh, bye-bye. She closes the door. Ken, why is yogurt night so difficult? B-movies, Jazz Revisions 81307 68th. Vanessa enters the back room carrying coffee. Vanessa, oh you poor thing, you two have been at this for hours. Barry, yes, and Adam, he has been a huge help. Angle on an empty Cinnabon box with Adam asleep inside covered in frosting. Vanessa, how many sugars, Barry? Just one. I try not to use the competition. So why are you helping me anyway? Vanessa, bees have good qualities, Barry, rowing in the sugar cube like a gondola. Sicerto. Vanessa, and it feels good to take my mind off the shop. I don't know why instead of flowers people are giving balloon bouquets now. Barry, yeah, those are great if you're free. Vanessa, and artificial flowers, Barry, plastic flowers. Oh, they just gave me psychotic. Vanessa, yeah, me too, Barry. The bent stingers, the pointless pollination, B-movie jazz revisions, 8/13/07/69. Vanessa, bees
Nice.
must hate those nice fake plastic things, Barry. There's nothing worse than a daffodil that's hard work done. Vanessa, holding up lawsuit documents. Well, maybe this can make up for it a little bit. Cut to exterior Vanessa's florist shop. They exit the store and cross the mailbox. Vanessa, you know, Barry, this lawsuit is a pretty big deal. Barry, I guess. Vanessa, are you sure you want to go through with it? Barry, am I sure, kicking the envelope into the mailbox? When I'm done with the humans, they won't be able to say, honey, I'm home, without paying a royalty. Cut to sequence 2700. Meet Montgomery. Exit Manhattan Courthouse Day POV shot. A camera feed turns on, revealing a news person. B-movie jazz revisions 8/13/07/70th. Press person #2 talking to camera Sarah. It's an incredible scene here in downtown Manhattan where all eyes and ears of the world are anxiously waiting, because for the first time in history we're going to hear for ourselves if a honeybee can actually speak. Angle on Barry, Vanessa and Adam getting out of the cab. The press spots Barry and Vanessa and pushes in. Adam sits on Vanessa's shoulder. Interior courthouse continues. Barry, Vanessa and Adam sit on the plaintiff's table. Vanessa turns to Barry. What have we gotten into here, Barry? Barry, I don't know, but it's pretty big, isn't it? Adam, I can't believe how many humans don't have to be at work during the day. Barry, hey, you think these billion-dollar multinational food companies have good lawyers? Cut to exterior courthouse steps. Continues. A big black car pulls up. Angle on the grills filling the frame. We see the LTM monogram on the hood ornament. The defense lawyer, Leighton T. Montgomery, comes out squashing a bug on the pavement. Cut to B-movie JS revisions 8/13/07/71. Interior courthouse continuous. Barry shudders. Vanessa, what's the matter? Barry, I don't know, I just got a chill. Montgomery enters. He walks by Barry's table, shaking a honey packet. Montgomery, well, if it isn't the B team, read the honey packet. And any of you boys work on this? He chuckles. The judge enters, sequence 3000. Witnesses, bailiff all rise. The Honorable Judge Bumbleton presiding. Judge shuffling papers. Alright, case number 4475. Superior Court of New York. Barry B. Benson versus the honey industry is now in session. Mr. Montgomery, you are presenting the 5 major food companies collectively. Angle on Montgomery's briefcase. It has an embossed emblem of an eagle holding a gavel in a talon and a briefcase in the other. Montgomery, a privilege. Judge, Mr. Benson, Barry stands. Judge continued. You are presenting all bees in the world. B-movie, jazz revisions 8/13/07/72. Montgomery, the stenographer, and the jury lean in. Cut to exterior courthouse continuous. The spectators outside freeze. The helicopters angle forward to listen closely. Cut to interior courthouse. Barry, bzz, bzz, bzz. I'm kidding. Yes, Your Honor, we are ready to proceed. Angle on courtroom hubbub. Judge and Mr. Montgomery, your opening statement, please. Montgomery rises. Montgomery grumbles, clears his throat. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury. My grandmother was a simple woman, born on a farm. She believed it was a man's divine right to benefit from the bounty of nature God put before us. If we were to live in the topsy-turvy world Mr. Benson imagines, just think of what it would mean. Maybe I would have to negotiate with the silkworm for the elastic in my breeches. Talk and be. How do we know it isn't some sort of holographic motion picture captured Hollywood wizardry? They could be using laser beams, robotics, ventriloquism, cloning. For all we know, he could be on steroids. Montgomery leers at Barry, who moved to the stand. B-movie JS revisions 8/13/07/73. Judge, Mr. Benson. Barry makes his opening statement. Barry, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, there's no trickery here. I'm just an ordinary bee. As a bee, honey's pretty important to me. It's important to all bees. We invented it, we make it, and we protect it with all our lives. Unfortunately, there are some people in this room who think they can take whatever they want from us because we're little guys. And what I'm hoping is that after this all is over, you'll see how by taking our honey, you're not only taking away everything we have, but everything we are. Angle on Vanessa smiling. Angle on the bee galleries wiping tears away. Cut to interior Benson house. Barry's family is watching the case on TV. Janet Benson. Oh, I wish he would dress like that all the time. So nice. Cut to interior courtroom later, judge. Call your first witness. Cut to B-movie JS revisions 8130774. Interior courthouse later, Barry. So, Mr. Klaus van der Heiden of Honey Farms. Pretty big company you have there, Mr. van der Heiden. I suppose so, Barry. And I see you also own Honey Burton and Honron. Mr. van der Heiden. Yes, they provide beekeepers to our farms, Barry. Beekeeper. I find that to be a very disturbing term, I have to say. I don't imagine you employ any bee freers, do you? B. van der Heiden. No, Barry. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Mr. van der Heiden louder. No, Barry. No, because you don't free bees. You keep bees. And not only that, it seems you thought a bear would be an appropriate image for a jar of honey. Mr. van der Heiden. Well, they're very lovable creatures. Yogi Bear, Fozzie Bear, Builder Bear, Barry. Yeah, you mean like this, Vanessa and the superintendent from the building enter with a giant ferocious grizzly bear. He has a neck collar and chains extending from either side. B-movie JS revisions 8130775. By pulling the chains, they bring him directly in front of Van der Heiden. The bear lunges and roars. Barry continued, bears kill bees. How would you like his big hairy head crashing into your living room, biting into your couch, spitting out your throw pillows, roar, roar. The bear reacts, bear, roar, bear, Barry. Okay, that's enough. Take him away. Vanessa and superintendent pull the bear out of the courtroom. Van der Heiden trembles. The judge glares at him. Cut to interior courtroom a little later. Barry questions Sting. Barry. So, Mr. Sting, thank you for being here. Your name intrigues me, I have to say. Where have I heard it before? Sting. I was in bank, called the police. Yeah. Barry. But you've never been a police officer of any kind, have you? Sting. No, I haven't. B-movie JS revisions 81307 67th. No, 76th. Barry. No, you haven't. And so, here we have yet another example of bee culture being casually stolen by a human for nothing more than a prance about stage name. Sting. Oh, please. Barry, have you ever been stung, Mr. Sting? Because I'm feeling a little stung. Sting, or should I say, looking for Mr. Gordon M. Sumner. The jury gasped. Montgomery to his aides. That's not his real name, you idiots. Cut to interior courthouse later, Barry. Mr. Liotta, first may I offer my belated congratulations on your Emmy win for our guest spot on ER in 2005. Liotta, thank you. Liotta laughs maniacally. Barry, I also see from your resume that you're devilishly handsome, but with churning inner turmoil that's always ready to blow. Liotta, I enjoy what I do. Is that a crime? B-movie JS revision 81307 77. Barry, not yet it isn't, but is this what it's come to for you, Miss Liotta? Mr. Liotta, I'm sorry. Exploiting tiny helpless bees so you don't have to rehearse your part and learn your lines, sir. Liotta, watch a Benson I could blow right now. Barry, this isn't a good fella, this is a bad fella. Liotta exploding, trying to smash Barry with the Emmy. Why doesn't someone just step on this little creep and we can all go home? You all thinking it, say it, judge, order in this courtroom. Montage of newspaper headlines follows. New York Post, Easy Humans buzz off. New York Telegram, Sue B, Daily Variety, Studio dumps Liotta project. Slam store on unlawful entry to. Cut to sequence 3175, candlelight dinner, interior of Vanessa's apartment. Barry and Vanessa are having a candlelight dinner. Visible behind Barry is a little Missy set box with the flaps open. Barry, well, I just think that was awfully nice of that bear to pitch in like that. B-movie JS revisions 81307 78. Vanessa, I'm telling you, I think the jury's on our side. Barry, are we doing everything right, legally? Vanessa, I'm florist. Barry, right. Barry raises glasses. Barry continued, well, here's the great team. Vanessa, to a great team, they toast. Ken enters. Ken, well, hello. Vanessa, oh, Ken, Barry. Hello, Vanessa. I didn't think you were coming, Ken. No, I was just late. I tried to call, but holding yourself on the battery. Vanessa, I didn't want all this to go to waste, so I called Barry. Luckily, he was free, Barry. Yeah. Ken gritting his teeth. Oh, that was lucky. B-movie JS revisions 81307 79. Vanessa, well, there's still a little left. I could heat it up. Ken, yeah, heat it up. Sure, whatever. Vanessa exits. Ken and Barry look at each other as Barry eats. Barry, so I hear you're quite a tennis player. I'm not much for the game myself. I find the ball a little grabby. Ken, that's where I usually sit, right there. Ken, Barry was looking at your resume and he agreed with me that eating with chopstick isn't really a special skill. Ken to Barry, you think I don't see what you're doing? Barry, hey look, I know how hard it is to find the right job. We certainly have that in common. And do we, Barry? Well, bees have 100% employment, of course, but we do jobs like taking the crap out. Ken, that's just what I was thinking about doing. Ken holds his table knife up, slips out of his hand. He goes under the table to pick it up. B-Movie JS Revisions 8-1307, 80th. Vanessa. Ken, I let Barry borrow your razor for his fuzz. I hope that was alright. Ken hits his... alright. Ken hits his head on the table. Barry, I'm going to go drain the old stinger. Ken. Yeah, you do that, Barry. Exits the bathroom, grabbing a small piece of variety magazine on the way. Barry. Oh, look. Someone's standing behind me. Ken slams the champagne down on the table. Ken closes his eyes and buries his fate in his hands. He grabs a magazine on the way into the bathroom. Sequence 2, 2800. Barry fights Ken. Interior bathroom continues. Ken enters. Closes the door behind him. He's not happy. Barry is washing his hands. He glances back at Ken. Ken, you know, I've just about had it with your little mind games. Barry, what's that? Ken, Italian Vogue. Barry, Mamma Mia, that's a lot of pages. Ken, it's a lot of ads. Barry, remember what Dan said. With this, shit. What's that?
What?
I have lost the line again.
That's a lot of ads.
Yeah. With magazine, yeah. Remember what Dan said. Why is your life any more valuable than mine? B-Movie. JS Revisions 8-1307, 81st. Ken, it's funny, I just can't seem to recall that. Ken whacks at Barry with the magazine. He misses and knocks everything off the vanity. Ken grabs a can of air freshener. Ken, continue. I think something stings in here. He sprays at Barry. Barry, I love the smell of flowers. Ken, yeah, how do you like the smell of flames? Ken lights the stream. Barry, not as much. Barry flies in a circle. Ken trying to stay with him, spins in place, angle on, flames outside the bathroom door. Ken slips on the Italian Vogue, falls backwards into the shower, pulling down the shower curtain. Ken hits him in the head, followed by the shower curtain rod and the rubber duck. Ken reaches back, grabs the handheld shower head. He whips around looking for Barry, angle on. Water buck near the drain, water buck, not taking sides. Barry is on the toilet tank. He comes out from behind a shampoo bottle, wearing a chapstick cap as a helmet. Barry, Ken, look at me, I'm wearing a chapstick hat. This is pathetic. Angle on. Ken turning the hand shower nozzle from gentle to turbo to lethal. B-Movie JS Revisions 8-1307.
Does your shower nozzle also have a lethal setting?
It does. Ken, I've got issues. Ken fires the water at Barry, knocking him into the toilet. The items from the vanity, emery board, lipstick, eye curler, etc. are on the toilet seat. Ken looks down at Barry. Ken continues, well, a royal flush. Barry, you're bluffing. Ken, am I? Ken flushes the toilet. Barry grabs the emery board and uses it to surf. He puts his hand on the water while he's surfing. Some water splashes on Ken. Barry serves up to Ken. Aw, poor water. Poo water. He does some skateboard-style half-pipe riding. Barry serves out the toilet. Barry, that ball's gnarly. Ken tries to get a shot at him with a toilet brush. Ken, except for those dirty yellow rings. Vanessa enters. Vanessa, Kenneth, what are you doing? Ken, you know what I don't even like honey. I don't eat it. Vanessa, we need to talk. B-Movie JS Revisions 8-1307, 83rd. She pulls Ken out by his ear. Ken glares at Barry. Cut to interior hallway continues. Vanessa, he's just a little bee, and he happens to be the nicest bee I've met in a long time. Ken, long time? What are you talking about? And are there other bugs in your life, Vanessa? No, but there are other things bugging me in life. And you're one of them, Ken. Fine, talking bees, no yogurt night. My nerves are fried from riding on this emotional roller coaster. Vanessa, goodbye, Ken. Ken, ugh. Vanessa, woo. Ken exits, then re-enters frame. Ken, and for your information, I prefer sugar-free artificial sweeteners made by man. He exits again. The door slams behind him. Vanessa to Barry, I'm sorry about all that. Ken re-enters. B-Movie JS Revisions 8-1307.
No, I've got an aftertaste.
I know it got an aftertaste. I like it. Barry, re-Ken. I always felt there was some kind of barrier between Ken and me. Puts his hand in his pockets. I couldn't overcome it. Oh well, Vanessa, are you going to be okay with the trial tomorrow? Barry, oh, I believe Mr. Montgomery is about out of ideas. Cut to sequence 3300. Adam stings Monty. Interior courtroom next day. Angle on. Medium shot of Montgomery standing at his table. Montgomery, we would like to call Mr. Barry Benson B to the stand. Adam whispering to Vanessa, now that's a good idea, to Barry. You can really see why he's considered one of the very best lawyers. Oh. Barry rolls his eyes. He gets up, takes the stand. A juror in a striped shirt applauds. Mr. Gamble whispering, Leighton, you've got to weave some magic with this jury, or it's going to be... Oh. Oopsies.
Ogre.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, over. Montgomery is holding a book. The Secret Life of Bees. B-movie JS revisions 8130785. Montgomery confidently whispering, "Oh, don't worry, Mr. Gamble. The only thing I have to do to turn this jury around is to remind them what they don't like about bees." To Gamble, "You got the tweezers?" Mr. Gamble nods and pats his breast pocket. Mr. Gamble, "Are you allergic?" Montgomery, "Only to losing, son. Only to losing." Montgomery approaches the stand. Montgomery continued, "Mr. Benson B, I'll ask you what I think we'd all like to know. What exactly is your relationship to that woman?" Montgomery points to Vanessa. Barry, "We're friends." Montgomery, "Good friends." Barry, "Yes." Montgomery softening Barry's
You're a
face.
little
"How
helper.
good." Barry, "What?" Sorry. Montgomery, do you live together?" Barry, "Wait a minute. This isn't about B-movie jazz revisions 8130786. Montgomery, "Are you her little," clearing throat, "bedbug?" Barry flustered. "Hey, that's not the kind of..." Montgomery, "I've seen a bee documentary or two. Now, from what I understand, doesn't your queen give birth to all the bee children in the hive?" Barry, "Yeah, but..." Montgomery, "So those aren't even your real parents." Angle on Barry. Barry's parents. Martin Benson, "Oh, Barry." Barry, "Yes, they are. Adam, hold me back." Vanessa holds him back with a coffee stripper. Montgomery points to Barry's parents. Montgomery, "You're an illegitimate bee, aren't you, Benson?" Adam, "He's denouncing bees." All the bees in the courtroom start to hum. They're agitated. Montgomery, "And don't y'all date your cousins." B-movie JS revisions 8130787. Vanessa standing, letting go of Adam. Objection. Adam explodes from the table and flies towards Montgomery. Adam, "I'm going to pin cushion in this guy." Montgomery turns around and positions himself by the judge's bench.
Now
He
for
sticks
the
his
rude
button.
part.
Yeah. Montgomery winks at his team. Barry, "Adam, don't do it. It's what he wants." Adam shoves Barry out of the way. Adam stings Montgomery in the butt. The jury reacts aghast. Montgomery, "Ow, I'm hit. Oh lordy, I'm hit." The judge bangs her gavel. Judge, order, please, Montgomery." Montgomery, the venom is coursing through my veins. I've been felled by a winged beast of destruction. You see, you can't treat them like equals. They're striped savages. Stinging's the only thing they know. It's their way. Angle on. Adam collapsed on the floor. Barry rushes to his side. Barry, "Adam, stay with me, Adam. I can't feel my legs." Montgomery falls onto the bailiff. Bailiff, "Take it easy." B-movie JS revisions 8130788. Montgomery, "Oh, what an angel of mercy will come forward to suck the poison from my nasty buttocks." The jury recoils. Judge, "Please, I will have to order this court. Order, please." Fate is against 3400.
Somebody
Adam at
suck on my
hospital.
ass.
Interior hospital, street level room, day press person number 1, VO. The case of the honeybees versus the human race took a pointed turn against the bees yesterday when one of their legal teams stung Leighton T. Montgomery. Now here's Dawn with a 5-day. A nurse lets Barry into the room. Barry carries a flower. Barry, "Thank you." Barry stands over Adam in the bed. Barry lays the flower down next to him. The TV is on. Barry continued, "Hey, buddy." Adam, "Hey." Barry, "Is there much pain?" Adam has a bee-sized painkiller honey button near his head that he presses. Adam pressing the button. "Yeah, I blew the whole case, didn't I?" B-movie JS revisions 8130789. Barry, "Oh, it doesn't matter. The important thing is you're alive. You could have died." Adam, "I'd be better off dead. Look at me." Adam throws the blanket off his lap, revealing a green sandwich sword stinger. Adam continued, voice cracking, "They got it from the cafeteria. They got it from downstairs in a tuna sandwich. Look at these little celery." Look, there's a little celery still on it. Barry, "What was it like to sting with someone?" Adam, "I can't explain it. It was all adrenaline.
Peasant.
And then ecstasy." Barry looks at Adam. Barry, "All right, Adam, you think I was all a trap?" Barry, "Of course, I'm sorry. I flew us right into this. What were we thinking? Look at us. We're just a couple of bugs in this world." Adam, "What do you think the humans will do to us if they win?" Barry, "I don't know, Adam. I hear they put roaches in the motels. That doesn't sound so bad." B-movie JS revisions 8130790th. Barry, "Adam, they check in, but they don't check out." Adam gulps. Adam, "Oh my." Angle on the hospital window. We see 3 people smoking outside on the sidewalk. The smoke drifts in. Adam coughs. Adam continued, "Say, could you get a nurse to close the window?" Barry, "Why, Adam?" "The smoke." Barry, "Doesn't. Bees don't smoke." Barry, "Right, bees don't smoke. Bees don't smoke. But some bees are smoking." Adam, "That's it. That's our case." Adam starts putting his clothes on. Adam, "It is? It's not over?" Barry, "No, get up, get dressed. I've got to go somewhere." You get back to the court and stall. Stall any way you can. Cut to sequence 3500, smoking and gun. Interior courtroom the next day. Adam is folding a piece of paper into a boat. Adam, and assuming you've done step 29 correctly, you're ready for the tub. B-movie, JS revisions 81307 91st. Angle on the jury, all with paper boats of their own. What the fuck? Juror, oh. Angle on Montgomery, frustrated with Gamel, who's making a boat also. Monty crumples Gamel's boat and throws it at him. Judge, Mr. Flayman, Adam. Yes, your honor. Judge, where's the rest of your team? Adam, fumbling with his sword stinger. Well, your honor, it's interesting. You know, bees are trained to fly kind of haphazardly, and as a result, quite often we don't make very good time. I actually once heard a pretty funny story about a bee, Montgomery. Your honor, haven't these ridiculous bugs taken up enough of his court's valuable time? Montgomery rolls out from behind his table. He's suspended in a large baby chair with wheels. Montgomery continued, how much longer are we going to allow these absurd shenanigans to go on? They have presented no compelling evidence to support their charges against my clients, who have all run perfectly legitimate businesses. I move for a complete dismissal of the entire case. Judge, Mr. Flayman, I'm afraid I'm going to have to consider Mr. Montgomery's motion. B-movie, JS revisions 81307 92nd. Adam, but you can't. We have a terrific case. Montgomery, where's your proof? Where's the evidence? Show me the smoking gun. Barry bursts through the door. Barry, hold it, your honor. You want a smoking gun? Here's your smoking gun. Vanessa enters holding a bee smoker. Vanessa slams the beekeeper's smoker on the judge's bench. Judge, what's that? Barry, it's a bee smoker. Montgomery grabs the smoker. Montgomery, what's this? This harmless little contraption? This couldn't hurt a fly, let alone a bee. He unintentionally points it towards the bee gallery, knocking them all out. The jury gasps. The press snaps pictures of them. Barry, members of the jury, look at what happened to bees who have never been asked, smoking or none. Is this what nature intended for us? To be forcibly addicted to these smoking machines in man-made wooden lat work camps. Living out our lives as honey slaves to the white man. Barry gestures dramatically towards Montgomery's racially mixed table. The black lawyer slowly moves his chair away. Gamel, what are we going to do? B-movie J's provisions 81307 93rd. Montgomery to Pross. He's playing the species card. Barry lands on the scale of justice by the judge's bench. It balances as he lands. Barry, ladies and gentlemen, please free these bees. Angle on jury chanting, free these bees. Judge, the court finds it in favor of the bees. The chaos continues. Barry flies over to Vanessa with his hands up for a high five. Barry, Vanessa. We won. Vanessa, yay, I knew you could do it. High five. She high fives Barry, sending him crashing to the table. He bounces right back up. Vanessa continued, oh, sorry. Barry, ow, I'm okay. Vanessa, do you know what this means? All the honey is finally going to belong to the bees. Now we won't have to work so hard all the time. Montgomery approaches Barry, surrounded by the press. Camera and microphones go to Montgomery. Montgomery waving the finger. This is an unholy perversion of the balance of nature, Benson. You will regret this. Angle on Barry's deer in headlights expression as the press pushes microphones in his face. B-movie JS revisions 81307 94th. Press person 1. Barry, how much honey do you think is out there? Barry, alright. One at a time. Sarah. Barry, who are you wearing? Barry, my sweater is Ralph Lauren and I have no pants. Press follows Barry as he exits. Angle on Adam and Vanessa. Adam, putting papers away. What if Montgomery's right? Vanessa, what do you mean, Adam? We've been living the bee way a long time. 27 million years. Dissolved to sequence 3600. Honey roundup. Exterior honey farms. Apiary. Montage Sarah. VO. Congratulations on your victory. What are you going to demand as a settlement? Vanessa, what do you mean, Adam? No. Barry VO over montage. First, we're going to demand a complete shutdown of all the bee work camps. Then we want to get back all the honey that was ours to begin with, every last drop. We demand an end of the glorification of the bears as anything more than a filthy-smelling, big-headed, bad-breath stink machine. B-movie JS revisions 81307 95th. I believe we are all aware of what they do in the woods. We will no longer tolerate derogatory, bee-negative nicknames, unnecessary inclusion of honey in bogus health products, and a la-di-da tea-time human snack garnishments. Montage images. Close-up on ATF jacket with the yellow letters. Camera pulls up. We see an army of bee and human agents wearing hastily made alcohol, tobacco, firearms, and honey jackets. Barry supervises. The gate of honey farms is locked permanently. All the smokers are collected and locked up. All the bees leave the apiary. Cut to exterior ATF outside of supermarket montage. Agents begin yanking honey off the supermarket shelves and out of shopping baskets. Cut to exterior New Hive City montage. The bees tear down a honey bear statue. Cut to exterior Yellowstone forest montage. POV of a sniper's crosshair. An animated bear character look-alike turns his head towards camera. Barry, wait for my signal. Angle on, Barry lowering the binoculars. Barry continued, take him out. The sniper shoots the bear. It hits him in the shoulder. The bear looks at it. He gets woozy and the honey jar falls out of his lap. An ATF and agent catching it. B-movie, JS revisions 8/13/07/96. Barry VO continued. ATF and agent the bear's pick friend. He'll have a little nausea for a few hours, then he'll be fine. Cut to exterior Sting's house montage. ATF and agent slap cuffs on Sting, who's meditating. Sting. But it's just a prance about stage name. Cut to interior woman's shower montage. A woman is taking a shower and using honey shampoo. An ATF and agent pulls the shower curtain aside and grabs a bottle of shampoo. Jesus Christ. The woman screams. The agent turned to the 3 other agents and Barry. Angle on, Barry looking at the label on the shampoo bottle, shaking his head and writing on his clipboard. Cut to exterior supermarket cafe montage. Another customer, an old lady having her tea with a little jar of honey, gets her face pushed down onto the table and turned to the side by 2 agents. One of the agents has a gun on her. Old lady can't breathe. Cut to exterior Central Park montage on oil drum of honey is connected to Barry's hive. B-movie JS revisions 8/13/07/97. Barry, bring it in, boys. Cut to sequence 3650. No more work. Interior Hanex montage angle on. The honey goes past 3-cup hash mark and begins to overflow. A worker B runs up to Baswell. Worker B, 1, Mr. Baswell, we just passed 3 cups, but there's a gallon more coming. I think we need to shut down. Keychain B to Baswell. Shut down? We've never shut down. Angle on, Baswell overlooking machine. Centrifuge and Krellman all slowly coming to a stop. The bees look around bewildered. Worker B5, what do we do now? A beat. Worker B6, cannonball. He jumps into a honey that doesn't penetrate the surface. He looks around and slowly sinks down to his waist. B-movie JS revisions 8/13/07/98. Exterior Hanex factory, the whistle blows, and the bees all stream to the exit. Cut to interior J gate continuous. Lou Luduka gives orders to the pollen jogs. Lou Luduka, we are shutting down honey production. Mission abort. Cut to exterior Central Park. Jackson receives the orders. Mid-pollination. Jackson aborting pollination and nectar detail. Returning to base. Cut to exterior New Hive City angle on. Bees putting suntan lotion on their noses and antennae and sunning themselves on the balconies of the gyms. Cut to exterior Central Park angle on. The flowers starting to droop. Cut to interior J-gate. J-gate is deserted. Cut to B-movie JS revisions 8/13/07/99. Exterior New Hive City. Tangle on. Bees sunning themselves. Timer dings and they all turn over. Cut to exterior Central Park timelapse of Central Park turning brown. Cut to exterior Vanessa's florist shop close-up shot. Vanessa writes, sorry, no more flowers on a closed sign and turns it facing out. Cut to sequence 3700 idle hive exterior New Hive City day. Barry flies at high speed. Backing shot into the hive through the lobby of Hanex and into Adam's office. Cut to interior Adam's office continues. Barry meets Adam in his office. Adam's office is in disarray. There are papers everywhere. He's filling up his cardboard hexagon box. Barry, out of breath. Adam, you wouldn't believe how much honey was out there. Adam, oh yeah? Barry, what's going on around here? Where's everybody? Are they out celebrating? B-movie JS revisions 8/13/07/100. Adam, exiting with a cardboard box of belongings. No, they're just home. They don't know what to do. Barry, Adam, they're laying out. They're sleeping in. I heard your Uncle Carl was on his way to San Antonio with a cricket. Barry, at least we got our honey back. They walk through the empty factory. Adam, yeah, but sometimes I think so. What if the humans like the honey? Who wouldn't? It's the greatest thing in the world. I was excited to be part of making it. Angle on. Adam's desk on its side on the wall. Adam continued. This was my new desk. This was my new job. I wanted to do it really well, and now I can't. Adam exits. Cut to sequence 3900 world without bees. Interior stairwell. Vanessa and Barry are walking up the stairs to the roof. Barry, I don't understand why they're not happy. We have so much now. I thought their lives would be better. B-movie JS revisions 8/13/07/101st. Vanessa, Barry, they're doing nothing. It's amazing. Honey really changes people. Vanessa, you don't have any idea what's going on, do you? Barry. What did you want to show me, Vanessa? This. They reach the top of the stairs. Vanessa opens the door. Cut to exterior Vanessa's rooftop. Continues. Barry sees Vanessa's flower pots and small gardens have all turned brown. Barry, what happened here? Vanessa, that is not the half of it. Vanessa turns Barry round with her two fingers, revealing the view of Central Park, which is also brown, all brown. Barry, oh no, oh my, they're all wilting. Vanessa, doesn't look good. Doesn't look very good, does it? Barry, no, Vanessa. Whose fault do you think it is? B-movie Jazz Revisions 81307, 102nd. Barry, you know, I'm going to guess bees. Vanessa, bees? Barry, specifically me. I guess I didn't think that bees not needing to make honey would affect all the other things. Vanessa, and it's not just flowers. Fruits, vegetables, they all need bees. Barry. Well, what's a whole SAT test right there? That's a whole SAT test right there. Vanessa, so you take away the produce. That affects the entire animal kingdom. And then, of course, Barry, the human species. Vanessa, clearing throat. Barry. Oh, so if there's no more pollination, it could just go south here, couldn't it? Vanessa, and I know this is all partly my fault. Barry takes a long sigh. Barry, how about a suicide pact? Vanessa, I'm not sure if you're joking. How would we do it? Barry, if I'll sting you, you step on me. B-movie Jazz Revisions 81307, 103rd. Vanessa, that just kills you twice, Barry. Right. Vanessa, listen, Barry. Sorry, but I've got to get going. She exits. Barry, looking out over the park. Had to open my mouth and talk. Looking back, Vanessa is gone. Cut to sequence 39:35. Going to Pasadena. Exterior New York Street continues. Vanessa gets into a cab. Barry enters. Barry, Vanessa, why are you leaving? Where are you going? Vanessa, to the final tournament of Roses Parade in Pasadena. They moved it up this weekend because all the flowers are dying. It's the last chance I'll ever have to see it. Barry, Vanessa, I just want to say I'm sorry. I never meant it to turn out like this. Vanessa, I know, me neither. Vanessa's cab drives away. B-movie, JS Revisions 81307, 104th. Barry chuckling to himself. Tournament of Roses. Roses can't do sports. Wait a minute. Roses? Vanessa. Barry follows shortly after. He catches up to it and pounds on the window. Barry follows shortly. Vanessa. Yes, they are. Barry. Roses. He catches up to it and pounds on the window. Barry follows shortly after Vanessa's cab. He catches up. It's just there twice. That's weird. He catches up to it and pounds on the window. Interior taxi continues. Barry motion for her to roll down the window. She does so. Barry, roses? Vanessa. Barry, as he flies next to the cab. Roses are flowers. Vanessa. Yes, they are, Barry. Flowers, bees, pollen. Vanessa. I know. That's why this is the last parade. Barry. Maybe not. The cab starts pulling ahead of Barry. Barry. Continued redriver. Could you ask him to slow down? Barry. Could you slow down? The cab slows. Barry flies into the window and lands in the change box, which closes on him. B-movie J's Revisions 81307, 105th. Vanessa continued. Barry. Vanessa lets him out. Barry stands on the change box in front of the driver's license. Barry. Okay, I made a huge mistake. This is a total disaster and it's all my fault. Yes. Vanessa, yes, it kind of is. Barry, I've ruined the planet, and I wanted to help with your flower shop. Instead, I've made it worse. Vanessa, actually, it's completely closed down. Barry, oh, I thought maybe you were remodeling. Nonetheless, I have another idea. Greater than all my previous great ideas combined. Vanessa, I don't want to hear it. Vanessa closes the change box on Barry. Barry, open it again. Alright, here's what I'm thinking. They have the roses have the pollen. I know every bee, plant, and flower bud in this park. All we've got to do is get what they got back here with what we've got. Vanessa, bees, Barry, park, Vanessa, pollen, B-movie J's Revisions 81307, 106. Barry, flowers, Vanessa, repollination. Barry, on luggage handling going up across the nation. Cut to sequence 3950, Rose Parade. Exterior Pasadena Parade, Barry. VO, alright, Tournament of Roses, Pasadena, California, they've got nothing but flowers, floats and cotton candy. Security will be tight, Vanessa. I have an idea. Cut to exterior, float, staging area, angle on. Barry and Vanessa approaching a heavily armed guard in front of the staging area. Vanessa Bloom, FTD, official for her business. He leans in to look at her badge. She snaps it shut. Vanessa continued. Oh, it's real. Heavily armed guard. Sorry, ma'am. That's a nice brooch, by the way. Vanessa, thank you. It was a gift. B-movie J's Revisions 81307, 107. They enter the staging area. Barry, VO, then once we're inside, we just pick the right float. Vanessa, how about the princess and the pea? Barry, yeah, Vanessa. I can be the princess and Barry. Yes, I think. Vanessa, you could be Barry. Vanessa, the pea. Barry, got it. Cut to exterior float staging area. A few moments later, Barry dashes as a P flies up and hovers in front of the princess and the P float. The float is sponsored by the inflated bed, and the sign reads, inflated bed, if it floats, it's yours. If it blows, it's yours. Oh, jeez, I can't read. If it blows, it's ours. Barry,
Blows,
sorry,
it's
I'm
your
late. Yeah, absolutely. Wait, what? Where should I say? Princess, what are you? Barry, I believe I'm the P. Princess, the P. It's supposed to be on the mattress. Under the mattress. B-Movie JS Revisions 81307 108. Barry, not in this fairy tale, sweetheart. Princess, I'm going to talk to the marshal. Barry, you do that. This whole parade is a fiasco. She exits. Vanessa removes the step ladder. The princess falls. Barry and Vanessa take off and float. Barry continued, let's see what this baby will do. Angle on. Guy with a headset talking to drivers. Headset guy. Hey, the float zooms by. The young child in the stands. Timmy cries. Cut to exterior float station area. A few moments later. Angle on. Vanessa putting the princess hat on. Barry VO. Then all we do is blend in with the traffic without arousing suspicion. Cut to exterior. The parade route continues. The floats go flying by the crowds. Can't read, dude. Barry and Vanessa's float crashes through the fence. Cut to B-Movie JS Revisions 81307 109. Syria LA freeway. Vanessa and Barry speed dodging and weaving down the freeway. Barry VO, and once we're at the airport, there's no stopping us. Cut to exterior Lax Airport. Barry and Vanessa pull up to the curb in front of an TSA agent with clipboard. TSA agent, stop. Security. Did you and your insect pack your float? Vanessa, OC, yes, TSA agent. Has this float been in your possession the entire time? Vanessa, OC, since the parade, yes. Angle on, Barry holding his shoes. TSA agent, would you remove your shoes and everything in your pockets? Can you do the job? Okay. Oh no, can you remove your stinger, sir? Barry, that's part of me, TSA agent. I know, just having some fun. Enjoy your flight. Cut to exterior runway. Barry and Vanessa's airplane takes off. B-Movie JS Revisions 81307 110th. Barry OC, then if we're lucky we'll have just enough pollen to do the job. Dissolve to sequence 4025, cockpit fight. Interior airplane, Vanessa is on the aisle. Barry in the lab is on the laptop calculating flowers, pollen number of bees, airspeed, etc. He does a stomp dance on the keyboard. Barry, can you believe how lucky we are? We've just enough pollen to do the job. I think this is going to work. Vanessa, it's going to work. Pilot VO, attention passengers, this is Captain Scott. I'm afraid we have a bit of bad weather in the New York area, and looks like we're going to be experiencing a couple of hours delay. Vanessa, Barry, these are cut flowers with no water. They'll never make it. Barry, I've got to get up there and talk to these guys. Vanessa, be careful. Barry flies up to the cockpit door. Cut to interior cockpit continues. A female flight attendant, Angela, is in the cockpit with the pilots. B-Movie JS Revisions 81307 111. There's a knock on the door. Barry's CO. Hey, can I get some help with this Sky Mall magazine? I'd like to order the Talking Inflatable Travel Pool Filter. What the fuck is that? Angela to the pilot's irritated. Excuse me. Cut to exterior cabin continues. Angela opens the cockpit door and looks around. She doesn't see anybody. Angle on, Barry hidden on the yellow and black caution stripe. As Angela looks around, Barry zips into the cockpit. Cut to interior cockpit, Barry. Excuse me, Captain, I'm in a real situation here. Pilot. Real situation. What the fuck? Huh?
In a real situation here.
No, I actually went up way back with my...
The way back machine.
Okay, this sucks. I'm in a real situation here. Pilot pulling an earphone back to the co-pilot. What did you say, Hal? Co-pilot. I didn't say anything. Pilot. He sees Barry. B, Barry. No, don't freak out. There's a chance my entire species co-pilot taking off his earphones. B-Movie JS Revisions 81307 112. The pilot grabs a dustbuster vacuum cleaner. He aims it around trying to vacuum up Barry. The co-pilot faces cameras as the pilot tries to suck... Faces camera. As the pilot tries to suck Barry up. Barry's on the other side of the co-pilot. As they dozy-do, the toupee of the co-pilot begins to come up, still attached to the front. Co-pilot continued, what are you doing? Stop. The toupee comes off the co-pilot's head and sticks in the dustbuster. Barry runs across the bald head. Barry, wait a minute, I'm an attorney. Co-pilot, who's an attorney? Pilot, don't move. The pilot uses the dustbuster to try and smash Barry, who's hovering in front of the co-pilot's nose, and knocks out the co-pilot, who falls out of his chair, hitting the life raft release button. The life raft inflates, hitting the pilot, knocking him into the wall and out cold. Barry surveys the situation. Barry, oh Barry. Cut to interior airplane. Cut to interior airplane. Cabin. Vanessa studies her laptop, looking serious. Sound effects. PA crackle. Barry, VO, and captain's voice. Good afternoon, passengers. This is your captain speaking. Would Miss Vanessa Bloom in 24F please report to the cockpit and please hurry? B movie JS revisions 81307, 113. Angle on the aisle and Vanessa head popping up. Cut to interior cockpit. Vanessa enters. Vanessa, what happened here? Barry, I tried to talk to them, but then there was a dustbuster. A toupee, a life raft exploded. Now one's bald, one's in the boat, and they're both unconscious. Vanessa, is that another B joke? Barry, no one's flying the plane. The air traffic controller speaks over the radio. Beauty probably. This is JFK control tower. Flight 356. What's your status? Vanessa presses a button and the intercom comes on. Vanessa, this is Vanessa Bloom. I'm a florist from New York. Beauty, where's the pilot? Vanessa, he's unconscious and so is the co-pilot. Beauty, not good. Is there anyone on board who has flight experience? A beat. Barry, as a matter of fact, there is. B-movie JS revisions 81307, 114. Beauty, who's that? Vanessa, Barry Benson. Beauty, from the Honey Trial? Oh great. Barry, Vanessa, this is nothing more than a big metal bee. It's got giant wings, huge engines. Vanessa, I can't fly a plane. Barry, why not? Isn't John Travolta a pilot? Vanessa, yes. Barry, how hard could it be? Vanessa, wait a minute. Barry, we're headed into the same lightning. Cut to Vanessa shrugs and takes the controls. Sequence 4150, Barry flies plane. Interior Benson house. The family's all huddled around the TV at the Benson house. Angle on TV. Bob Bumble is broadcasting. Bob Bumble, this is Bob Bumble. We have some late breaking news from JFK Airport where a very suspenseful scene is developing. Barry Benson fresh off his stunning legal victory. B-movie JS revisions 81307, 115. Adam sprays a can of honey whip into his mouth. Adam, that's Barry, Bob Bumble, is now attempting to land a plane loaded with people, flowers, and incapacitated flight crew. Everyone flowers? Cut to interior air traffic control tower beauty. Well, we have an electrical storm in the area and two individuals at the controls of a jumbo jet with absolutely no flight experience. Janet Chung, just a minute. Mr. Ditchwater, there's a honeybee on the plane. Beauty, oh, I'm quite familiar with Mr. Benson's work and his no-account compadres.
Padres.
Oh yeah, compadres. Oh, my brain is fried. Haven't they done enough damage already? Janet Chung, but isn't he your only hope right now? Beauty, come on, technically a bee shouldn't be able to fly at all. Cut to interior cockpit. Barry reacts. Beauty, their wings are too small, their bodies are too big. B-movie JS revisions 81307, 116th. Barry over PA. Hey, hold on a second. Haven't we heard this a million times? The surface area of the wings and the body mass doesn't make any sense. Janet Chung get this on the air. Cameraman, you got it. Cut to interior B. TV control room and engineer throws a switch. B engineer, stand by. We're going live. The on-air sign illuminates. Cut to interior, various shots of New Hive City. The news report plays on TV. Poland jocks are sitting around playing paddleball. Wheelo and one of them is spinning his helmet in his finger. Buswell is an office cubicle playing computer solitaire. Barry's family and Adam watch from their living rooms. B's sitting on the street curb, turn around to watch the TV. Barry, Mr. Ditchwater. The way we work may be a mystery to you, because making honey takes a lot of bees doing a lot of small jobs. But let me tell you something about a small job. If you do it really well, it makes a big difference. More than we realized. To us, to everyone. That's why I want to get bees back to doing what we do best. B-movie JS revisions 81307, 117th. Working together, that's the bee way. We're not made of jello. We get behind a fellow. Black and yellow. Proud of bees. Hello. Cut to interior cockpit. Barry is giving orders to Vanessa. Barry, left, right, down, hover. Vanessa, hover? Barry, forget hover. Vanessa, you know what? This isn't so hard. Vanessa pretends to honk the horn. Vanessa, continue. Beep, 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 beep. A bolt of lightning hits the plane. The plane makes a sharp dip. Vanessa, continue. Barry, what's happened? Or what happened, Barry? Noticing the control panel. Wait a minute. I think we were on autopilot the whole time. Vanessa, that may have been helping me. Barry, and now we're not. Vanessa, VO, folding her arms. Well, then it turns out I cannot fly a plane. B-movie, J's revisions 81307, 118th. Barry continued. Vanessa struggles with the joke. Cut to exterior plane. Airplane. The airplane goes into steep dive. Cut to sequence 4175, crash landing. Interior J-gate, an alert, signed reading, hive alert, we need. Then the signal goes from 2 Bs, some Bs, every B there is. Lou Loduca gathers the Poland jocks at J-gate. Lou Loduca, all of you, let's get behind this fellow. Move it out. The Bs follow Lou Loduca and exit J-gate. Cut to interior airplane, cockpit, Barry. Our only chance is if I do what I would do and you copy me with the wings off the plane. Vanessa, you don't have to yell. Barry, I'm not yelling. We happen to be in a lot of trouble here. Vanessa, it's very hard to concentrate with a panicky tone in your voice. Barry, it's not a tone, I'm panicking. Cut to B-movie, JS revisions 81307, 119th, exterior JFK airport, angle on, the Bs arriving and massing at the airport. Cut to interior cockpit, Barry and Vanessa alternatively slap each other in the face. Vanessa, I don't think I can do this, Barry. Vanessa, pull yourself together. Listen to me, you have got to snap out of it. Vanessa, you snap out of it. Barry, you snap out of it. Vanessa, you snap out of it. Barry, you snap out of it. Vanessa, you snap out of it. Cut to exterior airplane, a gigantic swarm of bees flies in to hold the plane up. Cut to interior cockpit, continues. Barry, you snap out of it. Vanessa, you snap out of it. B-movie, JS revisions 81307, 120th. Barry, you snap. Vanessa, hold it. Barry, about to slap her again. Why? Come on, now it's my turn. Vanessa, how's the plane flying? Barry's antennae ring. Barry, I don't know, answering. Hello? Cut to exterior airplane, angle on the underside of the plane. The Poland jocks have massed all around the underbelly of the plane and are holding it up. Lou Loduca, hey Benson, have you got any flowers for a happy occasion in there? Cut to interior cockpit. Lou, Bus, Splits and Jackson come up alongside the cockpit. Barry, the Poland jocks, Vanessa, they do get behind fellow. Barry, black and yellow. Lou Loduca overhead said, hello, B-movie J's revisions 81307, 121st. Alright, you two, what do you say we drop this tin can on the blacktop? Vanessa, what? Blacktop? Where? I can't see anything. Can you? Barry, no, nothing. It's all cloudy. Cut to exterior, run away. Adam shouts. Adam, come on, you've got to think B, Barry. Thinking B, thinking B. Angle on, overhead, shot of runway. The bees are in formation of a flower. In unison they move, causing the flower to flash yellow and black. Bees chanting, thinking B, thinking B. Cut to interior cockpit. We see through the swirling mist and clouds. A giant shape of flower is forming in the middle of the runway. Barry, wait a minute. I think I'm feeling something. Vanessa, what, Barry? I don't know, but it's strong and it's pulling me. It's like a 27 million year old instinct. Bring the nose of the plane down. B-movie, JS revisions 81307, 122nd. Lou Loduca continued the exterior runway. All the bees are on the runway chanting thinking B. Cut to interior control tower rig. What in the world is on the tarmac? Angle on, Dave OTS onto runway. Seeing a flower being formed by millions of bees. BOD, get some lights on that. Cut to exterior runway, angle on aircraft landing light scaffold by the side of the runway, illuminating the bees in their flower formation. Interior cockpit, Barry. Vanessa, I'm in flower. Vanessa, okay. Oh, okay. Barry, cut the engines. Vanessa, cut the engines, Barry. We're going in on B power. Ready, boys? Lou Loduca, affirmative. Cut to B-movie, JS revisions 81307, 123rd. Interior airplane, cockpit, Barry. Good. Good. Easy now. Land on the flower. Ready, boys? Give me full reverse. Lou Loduca, spin it around. The plane attempts to land on top of an Aloha Airlines plane with flowers painted on it. Barry, VO, I mean the giant black and yellow pulsating flower made of millions of bees. Vanessa, which flower, Barry? That flower. Vanessa, I'm aiming at the flower. The plane goes after a fat guy in a Hawaiian shirt. Barry, VO, that's the fat guy in the flower shirt. The other flower, the big one. He snaps a photo and runs away. Barry continued. Full forward. Ready, boys? Nose down. Bring your tail up. Rotate around it. Vanessa. Oh, this is insane. Barry. This is the only way I know how to fly. Cut to B-movie. JS revisions 81307, 124th. Air traffic control tower BOD. Am I cuckoo cachoo, or is the plane flying in an insect-like pattern? Cut to exterior runway, Barry, VO, get your nose in there, don't be afraid of it, smell it, full reverse, easy, just drop it, be a part of it, aim for the center, now drop it in, woman. The plane hovers and maneuvers, landing in the center of a giant flower like a bee. The flower from the cargo hold spill out onto the runway. Interior airplane cabin, the passengers are motionless for a beat. Passengers, come on already, they hear ding ding and all jump up grabbing their luggage out of the overheads. Sequence 4225. Runway speech. Exterior runway continues, the inflatable slides pop out the sides of the plane. The passengers escape. Barry and Vanessa slide down out of the cockpit. Barry and Vanessa exhale a huge breath. Vanessa, Barry, we did it. You taught me how to fly. Vanessa raises his hand up for a high five. B-movie, JS Revisions 81307, 125th. Barry, yes, no high five. Vanessa, right, Adam. Barry, it worked. Did you see the giant flower, Barry? What giant flower? Where? Of course I saw the flower. That was genius, man, genius. Adam, thank you, Barry. But we're not done yet. Barry flies up to the wing of the plane and addresses the B crowd. Barry continued, listen everyone, this runway is covered with the last pollen from the last flowers available anywhere on Earth. That means it's our last chance. We're the only ones who can make honey, pollinate flowers and dress like this. If we're going to survive as a species, this is our moment. So what do you say? Are we going to be bees or just Museum of Natural History keychains? Bees, we're bees, keychain B. Keychain, Barry. Then follow me. Accept keychain. Buzz, hold on, Barry. You've earned this. Buzz puts a pollen jog jacket on helmet with Barry's name on it. On Barry. B-movie JS Revisions 81307, 126th. Barry, I'm pollen jog. Looking at the jacket. The sleeves are a little long. And it's perfect fit. All I've got to do are the sleeves. The pollen jogs toss Barry a gun. Barry continued, oh yeah, angle on Martin and Janet Benson, that's our Barry. All the bees descend upon the flower on the tarmac and start collecting pollen. Cut to sequence 4250. Repollination, exterior, skies continues, the squadron flies over the city, repollinating trees and flowers as they go. Barry breaks off from the group towards Vanessa's flower shop. Cut to exterior, Vanessa's flower shop continues. Barry repollinates Vanessa's flowers. Cut to exterior, Central Park continues, angle on. Timmy with a frisbee as the bees fly by. Timmy, Mom, the bees are back. B-movie JS Revisions 81307, 127th. Central Park is completely repollinated by the bees. Dissolve to interior, Honix continues. Honix is back to normal and everyone is busily working. Angle on, Adam putting his Crowman hat on. Adam, if anyone needs to make a call, now's the time. I've got a feeling we'll be working late tonight. The bees cheer. Cut to sequence 4355, exterior Vanessa's flower shop with a new sign out front. Vanessa and Barry flowers, honey legal advice. Dissolve to interior flower counter. Vanessa doing a brisk trade with many customers. Cut to interior flower shop continues. Vanessa is selling flowers. In the background there are shelves stocked with honey. Vanessa... OC, don't forget these. Have a great afternoon. Yes, can I help? Who's next? Would you like honey with that? It's B approved. Sign on the back room door reads Barry Benson, insects at law. B-movie JS Revisions 81307, 128th. Camera moves into the back room. Angle on Barry's cow client, cow, milk, cream, cheese, it's all me. And I don't see a nickel. Barry, cow breaking down. Sometimes I just feel like a piece of meat. Barry, I had no idea. Vanessa, Barry, I'm sorry, have you got a moment? Barry, would you excuse me? My mosquito associate here will be able to help you. Moosebleed enters. Moosebleed, sorry I'm late. Cow, he's a lawyer too. Moosebleed, ma'am, I'm already a blood-sucking parasite. All I need was a briefcase. Angle on flower counter. Vanessa to customer. Have a great afternoon. To Barry. Barry, I just got this huge tulip order for a wedding and I can't get them anywhere. B-movie JS Revisions 81307, 129th. Barry, not a problem, Vanny. Let's just leave it to me. Vanessa turns back to deal with the customer. Vanessa, you're a lifesaver, Barry. To the next customer. Can I help? Who's next? Angle on Vanessa smiling back at Barry. Barry smiles too, then snaps himself out of it. Barry speaks into his antennae. Alright, scramble jogs, it's time to fly. Vanessa, thank you, Barry. Exterior flower shop continues, angle on. Ken and Andy walking down the street. Ken noticing the new sign. Oh, what in the world? It's that bee again. Andy guiding Ken protectively. Let it go, Kenny. Ken, the bee is living my life. When will this nightmare end? Andy, let it go. They don't break stride. Angle on camera in front of Barry as he flies out the door and up into the sky. Pollen jogs fold in formation behind him as they zoom into the park. Barry to splits. Beautiful day to fly. B-movie JS revisions 81307, 130th. Jackson, sure is. Barry, between you and me, I was dying to get out of the office. Fade out. B movie JS revisions 81307, 131st. Holy fucking mother of God.
That was actually impressive.
My eyes hurt.
Of course.